been obviously a while since we came back.
It feels like a lifetime ago.
It's been about 6-7 weeks, I think now.
I think so.
So it has been a long time. It's nice to get the camera back out, isn't it? And
it is. I'm not going to lie, I have missed it.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would have, but we'll get into that a bit later.
As promised, we want to do our epic review, our haul of everything we bought when we were away, and then obviously you'll have seen on Instagram our question and answer as well. We got a lot of questions for that, so
we did, and the amount of times that I was like, we're doing a Q&A throughout the thing, so the Q&A is finally here.
Yes, it is here. So what we'll probably start with is probably the shortest of the three, which will be the epic review. So as you will have seen, we visited Epic on the 7th of May.
Yeah, we did.
Bethany's birthday.
We have the epic cup.
Yeah, best thing that came out of the day, I think. Yeah, so we visited on the 7th of May. You kick us off. What were your initial thoughts of the park, walking up to it and stuff like that?
I genuinely thought when you're walking up to the park, the music's very loud, I will say, but it does get you in the feels massively. Like, and the music
Universal
was mint.
does a good job at that.
Oh, so good. Like, the music is mint. Like, the walk up to it with the palm trees on either side. Then seeing the Kronos for the first time is outstanding.
I do agree.
It is absolutely outstanding. Obviously, I went and got my birthday badge, so the security guards and the guest services,
brilliant,
before you go into the park, and even the guys on the turnstiles, fantastic, exceptional, 20 out of 10.
Yep, I agree.
Getting into the park past the Kronos, when you walk through and you're into Celestial Park and you see that for the first time.
And
it opens up and you see it. Outstanding, impeccable. Cannot recommend that part and that feeling when you walk into it more if I tried. I think you might have saw in the vlog I got a bit emotional.
Yeah.
I think I got emotional a few times throughout this series, to be fair. Yeah. I'm not actually that much of an emotional person, but Jesus, it got us. It really got us, and I still feel this now. I feel like the luckiest person alive. The fact that we were able to do it.
Yeah.
B, able to do it on my birthday.
Yep.
And C, this is something, but being able to do it with you,
yeah.
Like they're just in that thing after the shit show of a travel day we'd had, because our epic day was our first full day. It ended up being because of the travel drama, but felt very, very lucky and able to do it regardless of our experience.
100%. Yeah, I think I think we mentioned before. Obviously, this trip was all booked and everything before the reviews were announced, and we kept saying, "Oh, imagine if they did previews." We obviously got tickets. I second what you said, like walking up the Kronos, the staff, like it is, especially when you've watched it be built, and stuff like that. It is mental. Walking in the park, Celestial Park opens up, and it's just vast, isn't it? Basically,
it's so much bigger than what you originally think, which I think leads quite nicely on to our next point. So you may or may not have seen, I can't really remember, we then got led into a holding pen. I think we said on the vlog as well, shade. We have had a question about this as well, in terms of Epic. People are saying we're panicking about the shade and what it's going to be like, and if it's going to be a flop, a park and haul, I'm guessing was what they were potentially mentioning. My opinion of the shade, and I think a lot of people's opinion of the shade, especially with being fair-skinned, red-haired, burnt to a crisp, is I thought people were twisting about it, genuinely. But when you are there is no escape from it. It is insanely hot. I don't know if it's like kind of the tarmac that they use.
I think it's like resin, isn't it?
The heat felt like it radiated from the floor up.
It's like
as well as then like you were getting sandwiched.
It's almost like, you know what a footy pitch is, like an AstroTurf footy pitch is made out, like that resin kind of squishy almost.
Yeah.
But to go off that as well, they have added umbrellas now in a lot of places. I don't know if you've seen.
That's good then, because when we went, and our experience was, there was no escape from that. In years to come, there absolutely will be. It so happens that when we were there, it wasn't.
And also time of year dependent.
In the same vein, there's also no escape from the rain. So you need, in my opinion, you need to hit on that park on a fairly coolish day.
Yep.
And it being dry.
It would be a perfect park for November.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. We went to the Dark Universe first. That blew us away. Unbelievable.
Totally. And I think that came across in our vlog as well. The theming, the rides, everything in that part was just outstanding.
Food as well.
Food, exceptional.
From Burn and Blade Tavern was unbelievable.
The drinks that we got mixed up.
That we got mixed up on the vlog. Everything about Dark Universe is unbelievable.
Yeah.
There's kind of not more ready to say about that part.
There's not. I think everything's already been said, and I'm I don't want to risk going over all ground with you all. Don't want to waste your time. From there, our experience did start to dip, as you'll have seen.
Yep.
And it come into a number of factors. And a number of factors for me were the staff, past the point of entry.
Weren't the best.
And I think that's
not all of them, but...
I would say a good 95% of the staff
good percent.
were, to put it politely, not great.
So, after Dark Universe was Isle of Burke.
Yeah.
What were your initial thoughts?
I felt like walking into Isle of Burke, I thought it was outstanding, but I was a little bit let down.
Overwhelmed?
Yeah, but again, I don't know if that's just purely because Dark Universe was everything I'd wanted and more. Like, it literally took my breath away. I had high expectations for Dark Universe because I love anything spooky like that, but it just exceeded every single expectation that I had. So I feel like if we'd maybe done...
down almost.
Yeah,
we should have done Dark Universe last, really,
yes,
shouldn't we?
We definitely should have. So in terms of Isle of Burke, I thought it's vast. I feel like, to me, it felt like one of the biggest portals.
Yeah, but I think that water in the middle makes it seem so much bigger as well.
Yeah.
It probably is the biggest one, to be fair with you.
I felt like it was the biggest one with the least amount of there.
Yeah, again, because it's just kind of like a big circle with the middle. It's like a donut.
Yes, it is.
The middle's just water and that mountain, isn't it?
We might have felt very differently about it had we got on any of the rides, or if we'd done the meet and greet.
Yes.
Or if we'd done the show.
Yeah.
Because now thinking about it, there's quite a bit there.
There's a canny bit in... There's more in there than Dark Universe.
Oh, definitely. The food from there was mint. Although I think we did say before that it was a little bit...
I felt it was a bit overpriced.
We got scammed.
Yeah, it was a bit of a scam.
But the food was nice. They're not as big as what people say they are, in my opinion.
No.
But the theming in there is mint. The sheep are class. The
Dragons,
dragons, all the different dragons that's kind of going around. I was a little bit disappointed to see on TikTok recently that they have now brought in that more of the dragons will breathe fire. But again, we were in technical rehearsal. But I don't even believe that was ready for grand opening, which I think is a shame.
Yeah. For some reason I felt a bit underwhelmed.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because, like, we haven't seen all the films, maybe.
Maybe. But I mean, I loved the first film. Didn't rate the live action one.
No, live action was a bit...
Another thing that you actually didn't get to see was that when we walk around, we didn't even expect to go into the toothless meet and greet.
No.
Like, especially because things start going a bit pear-shaped.
Yeah.
When we walked around, there must have been some kind of media event on at that point. And if you have been to Epic before, you'll know that when you kind of bear around and you have the toothless meet and greet on your left-hand side, it kind of like opens up and there's a bit of a walkway to go down.
Yeah.
That was plagued with not only people, do you know, kind of like set equipment like and wires and carts and speakers and everything, to the point where it totally spoilt that experience for me. Even if you didn't want to queue, you can usually see inside to kind of just see Toothless and Hiccup. You couldn't see any of that because there was just so much shit lying around. And you were that all focused,
like the walkway went from, let's say, like 5 meters to like 1.5 meters, and you were so focused on trying to squeeze past everything.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't even then you couldn't look around.
No,
you know what I mean?
You couldn't. And another thing to mention, like you say, we did go in previews. It was so unbelievably busy.
Oh, it was manic.
But that might have been because there was so much down.
Potentially.
So people were just kind of congregating. I don't know. Celestial Park was dead.
But that's just a big open space, isn't it?
That was easy and it was nice to walk around Celestial Park, but the portals were just absolutely crazy. And
what would you rate Isle of Burke out of 10?
7.
I was going to say 6.
Yeah.
6. I think 6 is fair. Just purely on looks, realistically, for me, to be honest with you. After that was... Ministry. Now, as you saw, we didn't get virtual queue or anything for the ride, unfortunately.
It's just the name of the game, that.
Yeah, a bit shit, but it is what it is. So, Ministry, when you walk in...
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I don't think it's the most immersive Harry Potter land.
No.
At all, because France doesn't feel like Harry Potter.
It doesn't scream Harry Potter.
No, it screams like...
Fantastic Beasts.
It screams like a Call of Duty Modern Warfare map. Like, that's what it screams to me. It doesn't, I just walk... If I did know it was Harry Potter and walked in and just saw the buildings, I would have no clue what it was.
No, I know. Again, I don't want to come across as being negative, but I just want to give you the full idea of why we found it to be so crap on that particular day. Was there's so many shop windows. It's very much like Diagon Alley when you walk through in terms of that. So there's so many shop windows and there's so many interactive things that you can do. We went in with the intention to buy a wand to do some of the spells and stuff, to see some more of the animatronics and stuff. A lot of animatronics that you can see without having to buy the actual wands, but they were broke.
Yeah, they were all,
there.
There was
so
no
there was like
little,
it's called pick.
It was like little stick
The stick insect. Like they had loads of them, but they were just they were like
frozen time
making the noise, but they just weren't working. There was the demiguise. We never got to see the demiguise, which I was devastated about. Yeah. And the one thing that I was so looking forward to was seeing the Puffskin jumping up and down.
Puffskin.
And that I was like, sick. Like I was so pissed off.
Yeah.
And again, I get that it's in previews, right? But don't even have them singers out if you're not going to put that Puffskin in, because that just wound me up. It really did. I will say though, it is the coolest part of the park in terms of like,
temperature-wise.
Yeah, like the coolest part, and I think it's because the buildings are so tall. You're shaded from the sun. So I will say, if you do need a bit of a breather, that's probably going to be your best bet.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a bit of wasted space though. So when you go right at the top, past the tent and to the right, there's nothing there.
It's kind of, there's a little cafe thing, which we didn't go in.
No, we didn't.
But then it's just kind of like building facades.
Unless there's going to be plans to put stuff there.
I feel like Universal do this with every Harry Potter location, is they just put one or two things in.
Yeah.
Like realistically, when you walk in Hogsmeade, you've got...
We've got 3 rides.
Yeah, I suppose actually. But Diagon Alley, you've only got Gringotts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in my opinion, if I had to rank the 3 Harry Potter lands, Wizarding World is the worst.
Yeah. Again, we didn't get to see the show there either.
We didn't get to see the show. We didn't even get to go in the queue. They wouldn't let us in the queue. We didn't really get to do anything.
The guy was lovely when he turned us away.
Yeah, it was the nicest rejection I think I've ever had.
Yeah, he was sound.
But apart from that, I wasn't a big fan. Looks brilliant. Yet again,
disappointed.
Not the best. Out of 10, what would you give it?
Isle of Berk is better.
Yep.
For me. Had the animatronics been working, it would have beat Isle of Berk for me. So I would probably rate it a 6.
I was going to say 5. I'm kind of in the middle. If you went in, animatronics were working, got on the ride, all that sort of spiel, 10 out of 10, just like every part of the park, realistically. Yeah. After that, we weren't in there too long. No,
we went to the Constellation Carousel in Celestial Park.
Not made for adults.
Right. It was made for adults. I'm sorry, it was, and this is something that me and Jake vehemently disagree on. It was made for adults. If it wasn't made for adults, the staff should have specifically said, "You two can't fit on there."
No, yeah,
that cart, what we were on, was made for 3 people, right? And it was still a banger. And it wasn't just that our cart was a banger. There was about another 6 animal things, I don't know what you call them, that go up and down, that were actually broke. It looked scruffy. The paint had come off. The experience was probably made better because it made us laugh so much at how bad it was. Would be fantastic at night.
When I say it's not made for adults, what I mean is it's made for adults, like they let adults on, but they haven't made it for adults, it feels like. You know what I mean? They haven't thought too much about that. They just thought, anyone can go on this. But
see, no, I disagree. I totally disagree. I think it's the most adult carousel you could probably go on. And I think the intention is people to be able to ride things together. I just think the ride is just knackered already.
I genuinely say better carousels than Peter Carnival.
Would be fantastic at night.
Yeah.
There's no denying that.
And the moving parts in that are cool as.
Oh, yeah.
Like how the middle moves and the middle moves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the fact that there's different songs that go on depending on what ride you have. So you have a different experience every time. Mm-hmm. So I think the concept of it is cool. Really poorly executed.
Yep.
Is my thoughts. We can't really give you any experience of the restaurants because we didn't go into them. No. Besides Burn and Blade Tavern, which was cool as anything, just like a shoebox.
Aye.
Very much smaller than what I think I anticipated.
Like it looks big from the outside. It's not the main restaurant in Dark Universe because that's Das Steakhouse.
Das Steakhouse, which we didn't go in.
But I felt like it was one of the most anticipated parts of Dark Universe, like food places.
Yes.
And you walk in and you genuinely, like, Couldn't swing Dracula there.
You couldn't swing a cat. Like, it was
Frankenstein would have to crouch.
tiny. Like, so much smaller. And maybe that was just me. Like, I just expected it to be a lot bigger.
You're 5'3", anything should be big to you.
And I don't want to say it was a letdown.
No, it wasn't a letdown.
Because it wasn't, because it was so super cool. And when that sets on fire, it is spectacular.
It is brilliant.
But it was just not what I expected.
Yeah. After Constellation, Super Nintendo World, this will be the quickest one.
Yeah, not a fan.
Not a fan. Looks mint. Looks like you're in a game.
Extra immersive. Probably the most immersive part of Epic for me.
Before you go in the portal, on the floor, that looks like it's been there 40 years.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how they're going to upkeep that, because obviously people treading on it all the time.
Every day.
I don't even think it was dirt, you know, Jake. I think it was just wearing off.
It just looked a bit, like it's a rainbow, isn't it, in the star?
Yeah, and it just was like, seemed to be almost peeling away.
Yeah, it just wasn't. It's not the right choice of material, I feel.
Definitely not. It should have been tiled.
Yeah. The portal itself, though, when you go on
up the escalators.
Yeah, like through the tube.
Yeah.
And you walk in and it is so immersive. But my God, my brain was rattling around when I walked in there. It's just noise, colours, and just people. I am also going to say, right, we live in an Earth where there's some dirty minging scruffs. To be honest with you. I think the fact that you've got all these kids and all these adults that rake around in the belly button and
pick
then
the snout,
pick the nose and all this stuff, and then
don't wash the hands,
then whack the hands on these things. And then other people are going over and whacking their hands on them and going buying a pretzel and eating it with the same hand. I think that's a bit minging.
And it turns my stomach. I know I'd said before, I am a bit of a germaphobe, so this is not going to be for everyone's opinions, right? But to me, you're paying 50 quid to get the flu, to be bad, to get the norovirus. Like, I don't want that anywhere, let alone in Florida.
No, I would never pay $50 to have the shits.
No.
I wouldn't pay anything to have the shits.
Like, definitely not. The thought of touching something that someone else has touched who I don't know and I don't know where they've been, that's my own problem, right? But to walk into somewhere, to actively see everyone touching everything, right? I'm like, I feel like, I just feel like...
Walk around in a paper suit.
Like, I really do. And it's a fact of life, and you kind of get away from it, right? But I just think when it's so in your face, it's a no from me.
Yeah.
We also got lost.
Yeah, we didn't know how to get out. It's quite confusing. But
is that because we were a bit...
I was way overstimulated.
Yeah.
Like, I was away with the fairies, mate.
We were just like, how do we get out? How do we get out? I think we had to ask a team member, didn't we? How do we get out?
But I'm not going to give Super Nintendo a rating.
No, I don't think it would be fair to give it a rating.
Might go back and it might be quiet, maybe mint. Never know.
So therefore, we didn't obviously go into the Donkey Kong part now.
No, Donkey Kong got sacked off. Everything got sacked off.
Yeah, it did.
But overall, would you go back?
Not for a long time.
I agree. If anyone is going to go, this is our opinion. Brilliant park to look at. If every ride's open and you can get on them, it would be unbelievable.
Yeah.
Right.
Devastated. We couldn't get on Stardust races, and that would be one thing. One thing that would really push me to go back is to get on Stardust. However, would I be willing to pay the money to go back in just for... Well, it's not just for Stardust, is it? We didn't get to do a lot of the rides, so I would like to go back and experience the rides. I wouldn't rush back, and I think it would be very much a case of if we were at a loose end and we had the money...
Do something to do. Do
you fancy going to Epic today?
I agree. We wouldn't go back this year.
Nah.
Probably not next year either. I think it would be a while until we potentially go back. Because
I would really want everything to be up and running.
Yeah.
I'd want to really experience the park for what it can offer. And I wouldn't want to put myself in a position where we could potentially have that again, because I don't think I would be as understanding.
No, I'd headbutt the Cronus.
I would lose.
I'd swing Dracula around by his teeth.
Like, I really would. So for us to offer you advice, obviously we can only offer you advice based off our experience, and our experience would dictate to us to tell you, give it a couple of years.
Yeah, give it a bit of time until you go.
Let them iron out all the creases. Let them...
Because there's a lot to iron out.
If you are going and you want to do it, be prepared that things might go pear-shaped, which I think we've documented quite a lot in our vlog series. Go in with the very, very low expectations and wear something cool. Be prepared to be hot. Take one of them umbrellas. I'm sorry, right? I was going to take my umbrella. He said, I'm not walking around you with an umbrella, right? We regretted
You're
it.
not Rihanna.
Honestly, I don't care. Like, I don't ever want to feel heat like that in my entire life.
I had sweat coming out of places I didn't even know I had.
I felt like I was boiling from the inside out. I was about to spontaneously combust. So be prepared for that. Another reason why I would give it another couple of years is to let them trees grow.
Yes, definitely. Like I said, everything we said, our opinion. What we think of it.
Yeah, based off our experience.
Or make your own mind up, you know what I mean?
100%.
So what we'll do is we'll jump to our haul.
Yes.
Like we said, it was filmed when we just got back from our holiday, so we will look slightly different. I did, however, realise I have got the same top on. It has been washed, but we did it when we just got back just to make sure everything was still intact.
Yes, because now it's left.
We've got 3 paydays left from that full thing. So we'll pop you over to that. We hope you enjoy. Come back soon.
Hi everyone.
So we thought we would film a bit of a haul of everything we got on our trip.
And to say we were only there for 6 days, it's a canny haul. I think we've done well.
There's a good couple of things at least, definitely. So we're going to do a haul of everything we've done, everything we bought, sorry. But we'll try and get through it as quick as we can.
We certainly will.
I think we'll start with park stuff first. Everything bought in the parks.
Yes.
I think these weren't bought, these were free. But you might have seen in our stories, obviously we are annual pass holders for Universal. Most recent magnet.
Yes, the annual pass holder magnets.
So it's the Amity Island one from Joe's, and then we did also get the pins as well. These are to commemorate Stardust races, I believe, which they are pretty cool.
So this one you might have seen on Travel Home Day, but obviously I didn't really show you. This is the Frankenstein Manor t-shirt from Epic. It's got the kind of like architectural design on the front. With the Frankenstein Manor on the back.
It's very cool. It's like tie-dye, isn't it?
It is. It's a bit like a tie-dye, like kind of dark and moody cloud-looking thing. I'm not usually a one for tie-dye, but I really, really enjoy this. I definitely think it was one of the better quality t-shirts out of Epic.
Definitely.
So
we've got a black on black Universal cap. I think both of us will wear this though.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, from someone who wears caps quite a lot, it's actually a decent quality.
I think it's lovely.
For what we paid for it as well. And I like the black on black as well.
So the next one was the Honeydukes cooler bag. Something that I will use for work. Although I do feel like I got scammed with this, and I will quickly tell you. So there was big signs all over saying that this was only $15. So I was like, mint, bargain. Stupid me, I didn't read the tag. And I didn't read the actual sign. So when we got to the till and she was like, oh, it's $30. I was too shy to go, no, it's not. We walked out, I told Jake, he went running straight back in and was like, you didn't read the sign. It was it reduced down to $15 if you'd spent...
$125, I think it was.
$125 in store, which we actually did that day.
Not in that store, though.
But not in that store. It was over accumulation of 3 stores. So in hindsight, we probably could have gone back and said, there's our receipts. But obviously also want to preface this was, as you'll know, it was my birthday trip. So maybe that's one of the reasons why we bought so much. So,
potentially, yeah. More than likely. We got plushies.
She's made me so happy.
We got plushies of ourselves.
They're so cute.
This was all Bethany's idea. These are apparently going on the bed.
They might go on the bed. I might put them on display. They are extra cute. But when I've hit my 30s, right, I've just realised that I don't care what people think. I like what I like. And I really like these.
These were actually bought from Studios and not Epic as well.
Yes, they were. And they do have all of the other monsters available as well. But we just went for these 2. So again, for those of you that follow us on Instagram, you'll know that I have a love for all things construction. So I couldn't help but get myself some metal earths. So we went for the night bus.
Take it away, Ernie.
And this was a treat for my birthday. And I went for the premium series miniature Hogwarts castle.
I think that'll be one of the hardest ones. I mean, it says
difficulty. It does say on the back. It does have your difficulty levels on the back here, and it is a hard one.
That one's very much in the red.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll take us a while because I do tend to fly through them.
Yeah, the ones you've done recently, you have.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we didn't buy more of these. So there
wasn't a great deal in Epic.
There wasn't, no. So we bought some Dark Universe magnets. They're pretty cool because they're kind of like, you should be able to see, they're kind of like a comic cover sort of style. Yeah, they're pretty cool. We've got a fridge full of magnets at the moment. And then last, certainly not least, you'll have to forgive the box. Obviously had to be done realistically, didn't it? Couldn't go and not buy one of these. Like, it is just a very, very cool cup.
Spin it around.
Very cool.
Absolutely mint.
And as you can tell, we're currently drinking out of Beth.
We collect them.
Which one have you got?
I've got the newer Universal Orlando Resort one.
Mine's not as fun. Mine's just a Newcastle upon Tyne one. I think that was the main thing we kind of went. I think we bought Epic tickets just to get one of them.
Yeah, we did. Oh, and speaking of Epic, we love these. And this is like proper boring crack, right? But we love a shopping bag. And we find the Universal ones are absolutely mint because they're ginormous and they have zips. So we went for the Epic one.
The big Epic
as
one.
well.
Next, you want to go to
everybody's favourite store.
We'll just preface as well. We weighed our cases before we went shopping?
Yeah.
And we were underweight, so we thought, mint, we can get more stuff. So we got more stuff, and then we were overweight.
Yeah. So we were kind of a bit over, but they actually did let us off.
Yeah. They did let you. It's just the faff on we had getting them.
Well, I should bloody hope so, and all air lingers. So, not a massive haul from here, to be fair. We love these soaps. So we went for the Kitchen Mandarin and the Kitchen Lemon. I think the kitchen varieties are just a little bit stronger just to kind of get any smells off your hands. And then we also went for the Strawberry Pancake. This is for my mother-in-law. She loves this scent. And the Champagne Toast.
Just to preface as well, and Bath and Body on that day, it was buy 3, get 3 free on everything. On everything in store, including the candles. Mm-hmm. So just a quick hack from me. Make sure you download and sign up to the Bath and Body Works rewards. Yeah. They do bombard you with emails, I'm not going to lie, it does wind us up. But if you keep an eye on them, the last time it happened to us in November, they were selling the candles off for $4, the 3-wick ones. So to quickly pop down and get to get something like that as a steal. I actually read on one of the groups as well that someone had been the previous day and bought them at like $15. She took them back and then rebought them. I think we saw someone in the store. And someone did it exactly when we were there as well. But obviously the issue being was we didn't have the weight. We would have bought 6 candles. Well, bought 3, got 3 free, but we didn't really have the weight. We didn't think we would have had the weight, but realistically we probably would. And I do like the hand soaps as well. Yeah. So then obviously candle-wise, this is the second time we've had this one. We got 2. We went for Lakeside Morning. This is so nice. Also, I like how they've changed the lids. Yes, they have. They're not the silver lids anymore. They were silver and they just used to scratch all the time. So nice. This is my Florida scent. Definitely recommend that one if you haven't tried it before. And then the other one we went for was, again, the Kitchen Lemon. The other one that I really like is the Champagne Toast. But again, we've got the Champagne Toast one here already. And the Eucalyptus Mint. I would have picked that one up. But then we thought of weight, didn't we? And I put that one back and just got this instead. So, also, they did give us a free body spray for my birthday. Which I've been using. And it's very nice. It is very nice. I got that in the Champagne Toast. Next, we made a trip to Disney Springs. I love this shop. I didn't know if I rated it when we first went in on our last trip, right? So we only picked the 1 pack of wax melts up on our last trip. We put them in and they're absolutely unreal. They are so nice. Well, I think, me personally anyway, I prefer wax melts. Yeah. Because you can change the scent. Yeah. First of all, Champagne Magic. You'll have to forgive us, I'm really sorry. I can't remember what rides or hotels that you said that these smelt like. They smell nice is all we know. This one is Clover World. I could be wrong, but I don't know if... No, I don't think it's that one that smells like it's the Grand Floridian. I don't know. Pass. You'll have to let us know in the comments if you know what these are supposed to smell like. Please let us know. But yeah, we got that one. This is the one we got last time. Yeah, it was. And it's so nice. Went for, I believe it's Florida Orange Grove. Yeah, Florida Orange Grove. I think this is meant to smell like Tiana's. I think so. Bayou Nights. That smells like the rosin. You think? It does a bit, doesn't it? It does a bit. Yeah. It does. And then, last but not least, went for Cucumber Melon. I think you'll find a trend with a lot of our scents. They're all quite fresh. Right. Next, we have... I love these caps from Bass Pro. If no one's been to Bass Pro, get yourself there. These caps are brilliant quality for the price. Also from Bass Pro, we got kind of Stanley-esque. So we got another 2.
Do you want me to do the spin?
So we got, no, it's fine. I've got it. We went for the Florida one.
And then we also went for the Orlando one.
They're just mint, aren't they?
Yeah.
These are the best things in the world. I'm not going to say anything more about them. They're from Target. They're so good.
Yeah, we've got 2 bags of these. We've already opened one, but
one's nearly done.
highly recommend. We then went for the cinnamon and sugar white fudge covered mini grapes. Don't know what these are like. Grams, whatever you want to bloody call
Mini
them.
grains. We love Tony's. I don't know if anyone in the UK has had a Tony's chocolate-only. So we went for milk chocolate s'mores marshmallow and graham cracker, and then chocolate caramel sea salt and cookie mix. They're kind of like little Maltesery,
like revelry things.
Lovely things, little chocolate balls.
Yeah. Milk chocolate covered bits.
Wish my bits were covered in milk chocolate.
Some little cereal bar things.
Yeah. I've just spotted the ones on the side of the box as well, and I wish I got them.
Oh.
Golden grams.
Yeah. We then went for the dark chocolate lava cake. Ghirardelli.
I wish they went dark chocolate.
I think you'll like it.
Them, yeah.
Because the only thing is with dark chocolate, they're just a bit richer. And I think you will like it. As well as that, we got the caramel waffle cone Ghirardelli. I've also got like a thing in the middle, and they're a bit crunchy, so I bet they are absolutely delicious. And we went for a Target exclusive. I saw these on TikTok, and I'm so pleased we managed to pick some up. These are the marshmallow crispy M&Ms.
We've got the Crystal Light squishies. Squeezies. I don't know what they're called.
It was literally the last one left, so then I just picked up the sachets, and I've just realised these are actually energy boosting ones. So 2 packs of them.
Raspberry lemonade. Unreal.
Yeah.
Next. Lip balm break.
I am a lip balm fiend, and I carry them everywhere. I've got them in every bag, every pocket, all of his pockets. Like, I just love it, right? And I tried this on the last trip, and I loved it. So I went back and I'm getting another one. And these are the Starface lip balms. Fairly new. This one is the Candy Cloud.
That's lovely.
Scent. Love it.
We're in the middle of MCO and she was like, smell my lips. Walking towards us like this. Sniff my lips.
Really, really recommend this. I love it.
So this is actually a gift.
Yes, it
for someone. But this is also from Target. It is the caramel cashew trail mix, peanuts, M&Ms, milk chocolate candies, cashews, milk chocolate caramel balls, and milk chocolate caramel cups. That is 1.2 kilos of trail mix.
Next up, we did open these on the plane. S'mores frosted sugar cookies. And then just 2 more little bits. I have got the Jack Skeleton one, and I don't think it would have been fair for us not to pick up the Sally one. Final bit.
So, you might be able to tell by the paper where this one's from.
To commemorate our journey.
Also, interesting fact, world's first duty-free, established 1947.
There we are. By getting some fridge magnets from Shannon. But that concludes the haul. No, it doesn't. I did get... You got 2 packs of underpants. Obviously, we're not going to show you underpants.
I'm going to fit my undies in the screen.
And I also got 2 t-shirts from Spencer's. They're currently in the wash at the minute, so I'll take some photos and I'll pop them on screen now for you. Black Parade My Chemical Romance t-shirt. I did have one years ago. Can't remember where it's gone, and I absolutely loved it. I actually got it when I went to see them. And the other one I got was the
House of a
Thousand Corpses, the Rob Zombie movie print on the front.
There was a house of it when we went to Horror Nights in 2019 as well, and it was unbelievable. So my boxies, I'm not one of them lads who wears Calvins. Cannot do it.
Nah, it's like the sensory for you.
It's the
too scratchy.
Yeah, so New Balance ones, they were buy one get one half price as well.
Fabulous. So that concludes our haul. Ridiculous amount to say we were only in Orlando for 6 days, if I'm completely honest.
I do agree.
Hey-ho. This is what we work towards. This is what we enjoy doing when we go over there. I think it will take us a while to get through these snacks, and then we'll be back to get some more. But on the next trip, we're taking 4 suitcases. So we actually are as well.
I hope you've enjoyed. Any questions about any of the stuff we've bought or anything, or if people want any tips in terms of shopping and stuff, because you can sign up for things like what you mentioned about Bath and Body, obviously drop them below and we'll answer what we can. But now, on to
the Q&A.
Welcome back to Present Us.
Yes, really hope you enjoyed our haul.
Yes, I hope you enjoy seeing everything we bought.
Yeah.
And everything. We have consumed all of that now.
Yes.
So, time to jump in the Q&A. I think the part we're looking forward to the most, haven't we?
Yes.
I don't know why, I like my brain working. Even though my brain works every second of every minute. Well, it tries to.
Which is something we'll get onto.
It is something we'll get onto.
I will say, overall, I think I can say for the both of us, we are absolutely overwhelmed,
Massively.
genuinely, with the response that we've had to
the first series.
Our first series. The comments, the likes, the followers, the subscribers, everything. Not something in the slightest that we ever expected.
No.
So, like, I can't even... we say it all the time. Like, thank you so much. But genuinely, like, your support has completely and utterly blown us away. Mm-hmm. As has these questions. Now, I know we're known to be wafflers.
Yep.
Right? However, I want to make sure that we respond to every single comment. Mm-hmm. Because you have took the time out to A, support us, and B, ask us something. I think it's only right that we give the same back to you.
Yes.
So this is probably going to be a long one, but bear with us.
The power of editing might make it shorter.
Here's the hope, and we don't want to, take up so much of your time, but like I say, you have took the time to ask us some questions. It's only right that we give you a decent response to it. So
might take a while, get us on the big telly.
Without further
ado. First of all, obviously we've had a couple of questions around affordability and stuff like that, so we'll go into the in-depth a little bit further on, but we did just want to do a bit of a breakdown of kind of what our last trip cost us. We like to be transparent.
Yeah.
We'd like to be open and honest, and also potentially kind of show people that you don't need to be a multimillionaire to go to Florida.
Most definitely not, and that was a massive misconception that I had until we started going.
Yes.
So I will preface this by saying you can make Florida as cheap or as expensive as you want. Mm-hmm. You can make Florida within your budget, or you can splurge. It's all about what you want to do and how you want to spend your money, because at the end of the day, you know best.
Yep.
You know best for yourself, your family, your partners, whoever it is that you're going with, you know best. Mm-hmm. I believe that spends are very subjective. Everyone has a different wage. Everyone has a different affordability level in terms of savings, spends, everything.
Everything, yeah.
So for what we think's reasonable, you might think's cheap.
Or expensive.
So that's just something to bear in mind. But we'll just give you the facts and let you make your own mind up. And give you some tips on how we afford our trips.
Yes.
So I will start off by saying that we do book through Love Holidays, or at least we have done on our last few holidays, including Tenerife trips and our honeymoon.
Yes.
And the reason we do that is because my auntie works...
Big shout out, Kelly.
Yes, thank you. Love you to bits. She does work there, and we do get a slight discount in terms of we get some fees knocked off, which is next to nothing, but something we're very grateful for. It all saves.
Yes.
As well as that, with Love Holidays, which we find very, very useful, is that you can pay up until 2 weeks before your departure. So I know with the likes of TUI and Virgin, sometimes it can be anywhere from 5 to 12 weeks prior to you going, and that has a massive knock-on effect. So, for example, if you book and I don't know, wait out, that's a bit better. But if you clock a good deal, but then you go right, okay, we've got to now save up £700 or £800 in the next 2 months. That's a lot less affordable. Or you could go with the likes of Love Holidays and pay until 2 weeks before you go.
Yep. A lot of people will have seen horror stories about Love Holidays.
Yes.
However, you'll see horror stories about every company out there.
Absolutely.
Virgin's got them, TUI's got them, everyone's got them, you know what I mean? That doesn't mean it's a bad company. We've never had any issues with them at all.
No.
They've been perfect, spot on every single time.
I will say, a lot of people say that they're not ABTER and at all protected. That's absolute bullshit. They are.
Yeah.
You have that coverage. We would highly recommend the minute you book your Esters. Well, book your Esters before you even book to go. If that's within your time scale, I appreciate that sometimes it's not. We've been in positions where we booked a couple of years out and we've been like, right, let's book it and start paying for it and then book our Esters. But always book your travel insurance.
100%.
Just make sure you're covered for that time period. I'm sorry if I keep looking down. I've just wanted to make some really good points, so I wanted to give you all a proper answer. I will say that there's loads of different ways that you can pay off your holiday, and there's loads of tips that you can find on different forums which we found useful in the past, such as It's Orlando Time and Orlando Tips for Brits on Facebook. As well as that, we save money each month alongside our holiday payment for our spends. So the way that we will do it, which we'll get on in a little bit further, is we factor in our holiday payment and ideally how much we would like to spend while we're over there with the daily budget, and then we just work it out and we split it into equal payments until we go up. That's the simplest way to put it, but again, I'll go into a little bit more depth in a bit because we've had a few questions about it. For our trip in May, we did book for 7 nights. The total £1,667, which worked out roughly £833 each.
Yep.
That was for our flights, our hotel, 1 checked bag, 2 cabin bags, private transfers to and from the hotel whilst you're over there.
Yeah, so from the airport when you land to your hotel, and from your hotel to the airport when we come back.
Exactly. I don't think the private transfer is worth it.
I do agree. When you weigh up the cost of an Uber, private transfer is what, 40 quid each?
60.
60 quid each, so 120 quid. An Uber will cost you 40 to $50.
Yeah.
Depending on what time you're travelling, is a peak time, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But obviously, because our issues with being diverted, we didn't make the private transfer when we landed, so we got an Uber and I think it was like $48.
Yeah.
So it's not massively worth it, you know what I mean?
No. I would say the only time it would, to me, it would be worth it would be if you were travelling from a further away airport such as Melbourne.
Yeah.
Then I would probably...
If it was the same price to add it on as it was to go to MCO.
Yeah, you're right.
It all depends. Have a look at it. Weigh it up. You can always go on the Uber app when you're at home.
Oh, yeah.
And look at the price just to give you a rough idea. So we didn't obviously pay for any tickets this time around.
No.
We are annual pass holders.
Other than our Epic tickets.
Other than Epic, yeah. We are annual pass holders for Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. If we were going to book tickets, we normally do use Florida Ticks. However, when I did look, attraction tickets was coming up the cheapest. So at the moment for 2025 trips, you're looking at £359 per person for a 3-park Explorer. That is Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure and Volcano Bay. No Epic Universe. If you did want to do those 3 with Epic, it would be £459.
Yeah, which then obviously with Florida Ticks, it comes in at £342 for the 3-park and then £438.
Prices do go up quite a bit next year.
They do. I will say, in terms of upgrading to an annual pass, there is rumours out there at the moment that if you have Epic included in your ticket, you're unable to actually upgrade. So if you know you're coming back, that's something that you're going to really need to consider. So
with us, when we went in November, we bought the 3-park tickets.
Yes.
We didn't do Volcano Bay because it was quite cold.
Yeah, and it was shut a couple of days,
I think it was shut, yeah. So we didn't activate Volcano Bay. We managed to upgrade to the bottom tier annual pass seasonal.
Yeah, so we dropped off Volcano Bay, so we managed to downgrade it, but we could only do that because we didn't activate it inside the park. So we knocked Volcano Bay off, upgraded to an annual pass for a 2-park, and we went for seasonal. That only cost us $25 each to do. And by the time it expires, we'll have getting 3 trips out of it.
Yep, absolute no-brainer.
So it was, like Jake's saying, a total no-brainer to do it. You need to check the different options that are available in terms of upgrading to an annual pass, because a lot of them have block-out dates.
Yes.
It just so happens that it worked out all right for us with seasonal.
Yeah.
The majority of the block-out dates with a seasonal pass, this could change, were over Mardi Gras.
Yes.
And some parts
like
over Christmas, such
time.
as I think it's like Christmas Day, Christmas Eve,
New
Year's Eve, New Year's Day. I could be wrong, but it's roughly that.
My recommendation, what I think, if you are planning or wanting to upgrade an annual pass, buy a 3-park ticket and buy an Epic ticket separate through Universal Direct. That's what I would do, because then you can still upgrade to a 3-park annual pass if you wanted.
Yeah.
With Florida tickets and attraction tickets, they both do have the deposit options where you can pay a deposit. Yeah, I think it's like £50 each deposit or something. Then you can pay it off either close to your holiday, you can set up a monthly payment, 2 different options for what you do just to make it more affordable. You don't have to pay everything up front there and then.
You do have to pay 5 to 8 weeks depending on which provider you go for.
Yeah.
5 to 8 weeks prior to departure.
To your departure, yeah. But it still gives you the option to pay it off over time depending how far you're booking your trip in advance and stuff like that as well.
We do like to have a couple of trips stacked in terms of going away. So, for example, we booked our May trip, and we'll get on to the next one. We booked this when we came back last year, and we booked them both together.
Yeah, when we came back in December, didn't we, after
did.
the trip? It was cheaper for us to go there than it was to go to Tenerife.
It was.
So it's not kind of, you don't have to be the top 1% of the earners in the world to go,
No,
you know what I
definitely
mean? There is ways and means to do it. Questions?
We have had a couple of questions, 2 of them being, do you prefer Universal over Disney? And the other one was, do you do Disney parks? I haven't done Disney before.
I have done Disney, not for a
long time.
I think the last time I done Disney was maybe 2015.
That ties us nicely into, we will be doing Disney in 13 weeks.
93 days today, I think it'll be. We are going back.
Which ties into another question that we do have. When will you be back in Orlando?
7th of October.
We are doing 15 or 16 nights. I can't remember. I'll put on screen when I figure it out properly.
15 nights, 16 days is what it is.
That's where it is then. It worked out cheaper to do 15 nights than it did 14 nights.
Like nearly over 100 quid each cheaper.
Yep.
No brainer. Yet again, book through Love Holidays. What we doing?
Another question we had. Tell us about your Disney trip, hotel and park plans. Will you be doing Universal too?
Yes, we are doing Universal.
Yeah.
So we're doing everything except Schmepic Universe.
Travel down to Manchester on the 6th.
Yep.
Staying at the Britannia Hotel.
Same again.
Flying out with Aer Lingus on the 7th. Let's pray we get there on time.
3rd time is a charm.
Stopping at the trusty old Roslyn International.
Can't beat it.
We are stopping at a new hotel this time.
If we ever stop in a Universal hotel, we usually try and do the Hard Rock.
Yeah.
However,
the prices were disgusting.
They were absolutely ridiculous, to be honest with you. They wanted 900 quid a night. I am paying 900 quid a night.
And go shoving up the arse.
Unless Jimi Hendrix is playing his guitar for me to fall asleep, I am paying 900 quid a night at all. Is he dead? He's dead, isn't he?
He's dead.
Well, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen then. So we decided to go for
Royal Pacific.
Still get express passes, and we did get annual pass discount.
We certainly did.
Anyone has any questions on how to get your annual pass discount on hotels or anything, drop us a message and I'll talk you through it. We only paid 290 quid for a night.
I believe so.
It was less than 300 quid, I know that, for one night.
It was a bargain.
Absolute
Let us tell you that.
Bargain. We're only doing one night.
Because you get 2 days worth of express.
Yeah,
for check-in and check-out.
And this is a very packed trip. So that's kind of all the time we could afford, to be honest with you.
Absolutely, and we needed it because, like Jake's saying, we've got a very, very packed trip. So in terms of what we're doing on this trip, obviously we're going to be doing Universal. We will be doing all of the Disney parks.
Yes. Maybe a water park as well.
We will also be doing Mickey's Not So Scary. Yeah. And we are doing 2 nights at Horror Nights. Which I am absolutely buzzing about.
So it is a very, very packed trip. We're also going to have a lot of things to do outside the park. We're going to do Topgolf, we're going to do go-karting, we're going to go to Andretti. There's just a million and one things happening, to be honest with you.
But in true tattoo tourist style, I've got no doubt that our plans somewhere down the line will go tits up. So we have a plan for a plan for a plan. If we can get them all done, mint. If not, who gives a shit? We're still in Florida. And we're going to try it. We're going to give it a go. Yeah. What are you most excited about this trip?
Horror Nights. Has to be. Mm-hmm. Especially with the houses that have been announced so far.
Oh my God, I know. We have 2 nights booked at Horror Nights. And for one of the nights, which is the night that we stop at Royal Pacific, we have express. Super looking forward to that.
Yeah, one day to kind of gauge it, do some snacks, next day to rinse everything. And we are splitting them as well. Not doing like night after night, we're splitting them over so it'll be quite good. Next question we got. What area / land is Beth most excited for about her first time in Disney?
I found this quite hard. And the reason I found it quite hard is because I am very naive to Disney World. I don't know what the best part is. I don't really know enough about it. Subjective. And I'm stuck between wanting to do so much research and finding out absolutely everything, or do I want to go and just be surprised?
Not wing it, but yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then equally, I'm not naive to the fact that we're not going to get everything done when we're there. It's just too much to be able to do. I've got no doubt that you could have been to Disney 20 zillion times and there'll still be stuff to do. Mm-hmm. There's a few things that I am looking forward to, and I've tried to nail it down as best I can, which is going to be a common theme throughout this Q&A. I can't give you a specific answer.
Try being married or retire.
I am on hard work. When I think of Disney, I think of the castle, right? And I know everyone's like, oh, the castle, the castle. So I'm excited to go down Main Street and see the castle for the first time and do Happily Ever After, the fireworks. Because I'll be an emotional wreck.
I'll sob like a little girl.
And I think that's a given. You go to Disney, you go to see the castle. But I'm very excited to go down into Hollywood Studios and see Sunset Boulevard.
Reminds me a lot of Universal Studios as well.
Does it?
They're quite similar. I feel like they look quite similar almost.
So I'm excited to see what that's all about. But the park that I'm most excited for is Epcot. Like, honestly, I am. I think it's because obviously there's no denying I love a drink and I love food. I'm looking forward to going around all the different countries, seeing how they all change. I'm excited to see Spaceship Earth.
Yeah, well, it's just a golf ball, isn't it, really?
Oh, you're going to piss people off by saying that. But I'm excited to see it. And I love the fact that, I think, is it Food and Wine's going to be on at the same time? Are you there?
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see that. And there's that
music thing, I can't remember what it's
Eat
called.
to the Beat.
Eat to the Beat, yeah.
I think it's called, or Beat, it's not Beat the Eat. Something like that. Yous all know more than what I do, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see that. When we're there, there's a couple of bands that we want to see. The Fray and Hanson.
Absolutely gutted on some of the ones we're missing though. The Wanted 2.0. How can
Actually,
you get it from an all-time
I'm
low?
gutted that we're missing Boys to Men. I'm gutted that we're missing Bowling for Soup.
Yeah. Smash Mouth as well. Missing Smash Mouth.
Hooper Stank. Devastated.
There's loads that we're missing. You know what I'm excited for in Epcot? To walk in the Rose and Crown and see if it's like the Mile Castle in Newcastle. Because it's like a British thing, so like I want to see, is it a British pub? Is there like a homeless man smoking a tab at the bar?
Like, I tell you what, not to give too much away, but you might have saw, if you follow us on Instagram, my mum and dad actually went there for their honeymoon back in the 80s, and we've come across some photos, and there's loads of them at Epcot and in the Rose and Crown.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what that's like now.
Yeah.
So I know that was asked about me, but what's your favourite?
Oh, Galaxy's Edge. Last time I went Disney, there was no Galaxy's Edge, there was no Guardians, there was no Tron, there was naught like that realistically. Yeah. So Galaxy's Edge, I'm a big Star Wars fan, and I love immersive lands that take us to where that land is, if that makes sense. Yeah. And I feel like, 100% that. And Animal Kingdom, Tree of Life. Yeah. People don't rate that park. It's a brilliant park. I love animals. How come we haven't ventured to Disney before when we've been so close? I think, one, we've never known where to start.
For me, as a complete first timer in terms of Disney, I think it's too complicated. The thing about Disney that just I find overwhelming, and I find it complicated, complex.
Expensive.
Expensive?
For the tickets.
Expensive when you're in there. They don't have them cups.
Yeah, they don't
for example.
Yeah, I think.
And being completely honest, the crowd level just puts us off. Has always put us off. I'm big roller coaster fan. I've never had the draw to go to Disney in terms of that.
And that's another thing I was going to say is that I feel like the draw's never been there too much.
Yeah.
Like we've felt very comfortable at Universal. We know what to do. Yeah. We know where stuff is. So I don't feel like we've had to. Why fix something that's not broken almost? Yeah, I know it's always great to try something new. We're always up for trying something new, but that doesn't stop us feeling a bit about it. Yeah. So I took the plunge and we're doing it, and I'm excited to see what it's like. My biggest concern is that it's not going to live up to the hype. I genuinely, I don't think it's possible, to be honest with you. From someone who's done it not a long time ago and known what you like, you will enjoy it. Yeah, because
we are big Disney fans. Like, we love Disney and it holds such a special place in my heart. Like, I've got no doubt it does to absolutely every other single person out there, and that's what they play on, don't they? Yeah. I want it to be everything and more, and I feel like there's something in me gut telling us that it might not be. But again, I think for me, and knowing what I like and knowing what you like and our experience and the way that we like to do things, I definitely would say in the simplest form, the crowds the crowds, the kids, and the prices put us off. They're the main things.
So, next question we had is, did we claim with Aer Lingus and how did we do it? Yes, we did claim.
In terms of claiming and the compensation what we got back, we got £520 per person back. And the way that you go about doing it is you will go onto the Aer Lingus website. I would say go to them directly first.
Yes.
We haven't had an issue in terms of claiming things back from Aer Lingus.
Not once.
So that's why we've always gone with them directly.
Yeah.
Go to Google and type in Aer Lingus claim form. go to the Aer Lingus website when it'll bring it up, and you'll be looking for the flight disruption compensation claim form. You will then put in your booking reference, which you will still get regardless if you book through a third party, and then your family name of lead passenger.
Yep.
So then from there, you would obviously click find booking, and then it will bring up your different reasons that you can claim, and you simply just click your claim. You'll put in your details. You'll put in if you want it back in pounds or euros, email address I believe you put in, and then you send it off. You've got to do that individually for each person that's on your booking. They'll send you a case reference number via email.
Yep. And
then from there, I believe they have 30 days to respond to you.
Yep.
If you don't hear back in 30 days, email the CEO and chase it up. You'll then get an email once they've reviewed your claim. They will then say, yes, it's been accepted.
This is what you're getting.
And this is what you're getting, and it will be paid to you within 10 working days. You can also do that for any expenses that you've incurred in that time that you have been delayed for, minus alcohol.
Yes, so if you're over there and your flight gets cancelled coming home and you're there for another 2 days, for example.
Just keep all of your receipts
Yep.
for things like taxis, food, drink, minus alcohol.
Yep.
I wouldn't say that you could claim for, oh, we were bored, we want to go to mini golf, or,
no.
Oh, I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll go to Disney for the day. Like, don't take the piss with it. That's my advice. And we've getting it back, so we got £1,040 between us.
100% claim.
Claim it. Claim for it.
Yeah.
You might as well.
Have a read through when you go on. If you feel like you have got a claim there, go on the website, obviously have a look through, see what the crack is, see if you can. And then obviously claim and see what happens from there.
Yeah, it does outline pretty well what you can claim for and what you can't claim for. So definitely recommend just going on and, like I say, go to Aer Lingus direct. So the next question we had, did we contact guest services at Universal because of our experience with Epic?
Yes, we did. People on Instagram will have seen when we had a bad day, and a few people got in touch and said, well, contact guest services and see kind of what they can do. Obviously, one, to preface, we aren't whingy people. If they had something, it's usually we had a shit day.
Take it out stride. It's like.
However, I thought, you know what, maybe we should, because it's not cheap.
No, it wasn't cheap.
It was $150 each for a ticket, or something like that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't cheap. I fired an email off to the guest services email address and also the CEO.
That's a recommendation that we did have, and what a recommendation it was, may I add. So thank you very much, Lee.
Yes, thank you. And I'll be honest, they were rapid. A lady got in touch with us called Letty from guest services. I think she was a guest services manager, and straight away it was just like, we appreciate you've had a bad day. That was a bad day for the company. Here's another day. I went back. Obviously, we didn't want to go back, so I went back and said, listen, I do massively appreciate that. However, we don't really feel comfortable going back yet. We're not confident that all issues will be resolved.
And equally, we were obviously only there 6 days.
Yes, we were only there 6 days, so we didn't really have the time.
No.
So I went back and said, is there any chance we can just have our money back? Like, that would be amazing. They came back yet again rapid and said, 100% you can have your money back, and we'll give you 20% off your next Universal purchase.
Like, we didn't expect that at all. It was just so impeccably handled. We got the money back the next day.
Yeah, it was rapid. All sent back to my bank.
If we'd paid 80 quid to go there for that day whilst it was in previews, there's absolutely no way that I wouldn't have stood for him sending an email off, put it that way. I'd have been like, absolutely not, stop being such a tight bastard. We paid 80 quid. Outstanding customer service from Universal. With that 20% off, we have put that towards our Horror Nights tickets.
Next lot of questions. What questions do they ask at the US border? Social media isn't helping my anxiety lately. We mentioned in our travel day vlog when we actually got to Orlando, some of the questions, it was fresh in our mind, so that's kind of what when we spoke about them. Obviously, we were only last in the country 5 months prior to that, and obviously we use the NPC app. Might be totally different for us. For us, it was just the general, is this your first time in the country? If not, when was the last time? And what are you here to do, basically?
Yeah, because a lot of your other immigration questions are answered via the NPC app, such as
like your declarations, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So I would definitely recommend doing the NPC because it massively improved our experience and it really eased my travel anxiety. I've 100%. Spoke about my travel anxiety before. I would definitely advise you maybe go back and have a look at our experience if that is something that you do struggle with yourself. So
I can link the travel day vlogs on the screen as well, so you can click on them once you've done this one.
In terms of the social media not helping your anxiety, I get it. This is something that I struggle with and get so sucked in to what people are saying, but there's something that you seriously need to remember is what you're seeing on social media 9 times out of 10 isn't real. People are only going to shout from the rooftops about their bad experiences. For every one bad experience, there'll be 1,000 good experiences that they're having. My advice to you would be limit your social media stuff in the run up to the trip. I didn't in my November trip, and it really ruined my travel day because I was fraught.
Oh, you were chowed.
I was ill, absolutely ill. I was making myself sick. Like, I couldn't relax, I couldn't settle. It was the longest flight I've ever had in my entire life. I was nearly in tears going to the actual desk, wasn't I? And it makes you look like you're guilty of something and you're not. You know, like, but it's just, it serves nobody any good to be that het up about something. So what I vowed that I was going to do in May was just to come away from it all. You can mute channels. You don't have to look on it. And it is hard because it gets
like you excited as well at the same time.
Like, social media is like crack, and when you're seeing and you're on forums and you're looking at stuff and you're seeing different things, but sometimes you only focus on the negative things, and that's what we do as humans. But ultimately, the biggest advice that I can give you is ignore it, don't view it,
take it with a
huge bucket of salt, because what you're potentially seeing on there is not going to impact you.
No.
So that's my advice on it, without getting into things a bit too much.
Yes. So next question we've got: favourite place to stay?
Rosenhead International all day long.
Rosenhead International. Wouldn't stay anywhere else. A lot of reasons for that.
No resort fees, no parking fees, and security deposit. I don't believe they take any security deposit from you. They do take a scan of your card, but that's no different, as far as I'm aware, to any other hotel that we've stopped in before.
Well, yeah, if you're going to go in a hotel and you end up headbutting the walls, they're going to tap money off you.
Absolutely.
If we looked away from the Rosin, I would say Hard Rock is another one.
The Hard Rock.
Hard Rock's a beautiful hotel. It's a shame. It's a rip-off. Next question we've got: best
snack in the park and favourite snack in the park. We had 2 questions of the same thing.
Yeah, kind of similar questions. So, hard one. I'm going to say, generic answer, Louis.
I'm going to say Pizza Skull.
Pizza Skull.
Actually, no, I'm not. Am I? Oh, I don't know. These questions are so hard. They really are. Like, I've racked my brains since Wednesday. Being like, we need to answer these questions. Because I knew that this would happen. I'd say one thing, go, actually, no.
Well, right. for me, it's Louis. Generic answer, but I think a slice of pizza and garlic knots can't be beat.
It is absolutely unbelievable. However, must-try snack is Strexel with that green
snot sauce
dip thing.
Green cheese.
Delicious. Tastes like an egg yolk.
Yeah.
But pizza tater tots from green eggs and ham.
Pizza tater tots are also a good shout.
Sorry, we can't nail down to one. But
favourite drinks or snacks?
Which we've just taken has just been in America in general.
Yes. So,
favourite drink for me, raspberry or strawberry lemonade, Minute Maid.
Favourite for me, icy cold blue Gatorade. Don't know what the flavour is, just know it tastes blue.
And then snack. I'm a savoury gal.
I think I am now, not a gal.
You're a savoury gal. So I would say crisps.
Any kind of crisps.
Or in America, just hit different. Me normal go-to crisp would be the sweet chili Doritos. However, I'm leaning more towards the Southern Heat Barbecue Lay's. Are you saying crisps too?
Crisps. Or sugar cookie sarnies if you want something sweet. Next question we've got.
We've had 2 that are kind of in the same vein, so we're just going to couple them together.
Yep.
So first question we had was must try off-site restaurant, and the second question we had is any restaurant tips.
Must try off-site restaurant, I think we'll both agree, has got to be Uncle Julio's at Icon Park. Mexican restaurant. The value for money's mental.
Fantastic. Portion size, enormous.
It's not cheap, but the amount of food you get for the price is unbelievable. Not massively expensive. Food is belter.
It is second to none.
Second one,
yeah.
Buffalo Wild Wings as well. Very, very tasty. Basically Wingstop.
Yes.
Go during the week, don't go on a weekend. During the week, they've usually got deals on. Very good for sports and stuff. We like to go and watch the UFC there. My second one. And then restaurant tips.
So restaurant tips, I would say, it depends on what you're wanting. If you want a nice sit-down meal, then I would recommend Vivo's on City Walk.
Vivo's on City Walk. You've got Longhorns and iDrive. There are the options for sit-down meals, but not like more quick service.
Yeah.
Chili's.
Somewhere where you can just go in casual wear.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. So like Chili's. You've got Cheddar's.
Cheddar's was fantastic.
Cheddar's was
highly recommend
brilliant.
that. Tin Roof's got great food. Checkers was an unbelievable burger as well. It's just like...
Oh, Checkers over the road.
Just a bit rough.
Yeah.
Get it to take out. So next one we had...
Favourite place to eat and favourite rides.
Favourite place to eat, which I've actually just forgotten to put in that last section. Hands down, CC's. All day long for me.
Yeah. Buffalo Wild Wings for me. I think if I said that was me kind of favourite place where I could not get sick of eating.
I couldn't get sick of eating at CC's because it's pizza, pasta, salad and dessert. All you can eat. All for me. Mm-hmm. Cheap as out.
All for me.
All for me. All for me. Like, all for me. I love it so much. And I'm so annoyed we didn't end up getting there.
All you can eat just for me.
Just for me.
This is for me.
So I highly recommend there. Favourite rides? I think we're going to be very similar on this one.
Probably.
Velocicoaster. Hulk.
Hagrid's.
Forbidden Journey for me.
No.
Mummy. Gringotts.
Yeah.
Men in Black.
I agree. No Forbidden Journey. Absolute spew fest. Hate it. Hate every fibre of it. Apart from walking and being in the castle.
These are just exclusive to Universal, by the way. We have done SeaWorld and Busch Gardens. I loved Busch Gardens last time we went. It's just getting to that point now where I don't like travelling.
It's a bit of a trek.
The reviews on it have gone vastly downhill and I don't want to travel all the way to Tamworth to have a bad experience.
Yep.
So we've sacked that off on our last time that we were there. However, if you're looking at best rides and you want coasters, should I say, then Cheetah Chase is insane.
I agree.
Love that ride so much.
Yep.
But then again, can you not just get that in Velocicoaster now they've got the launches?
Yeah, I think you can.
But I would highly recommend going to Busch Gardens if you like coasters and you're willing to make the journey.
Yeah, if you have time.
Yeah.
Next question we've got.
You can only buy 5 things in Walmart and Target, and what would they be?
Crisps. So, crisps.
Yeah.
I can't narrow that down much more.
No. Sugar cookie sandwiches.
Target's own brand. S'mores bark. It's like crack. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I'm like rattling after I've had it.
So good.
I would also have to say the toothpaste we get. And 5th,
Olay
for you. I would have to say some kind of American energy drinks. Because I do like an energy drink in America. And they're always different and they've always got better flavours over there. Because there's about 9 million ingredients.
Yeah. I would definitely say them. Question neck.
Next question we've got. Best recommendation for first ever day in Universal, what rides/parks? So I'll be honest.
We have made some points on this because we know we're wafflers and we could talk about this all day.
Yeah, I could go through and spend 20 minutes just telling you what exactly to do. I think the first thing for us, not in any particular order this.
No.
One tip, buy a refillable cup.
One between two. Worth every penny. The
initial buying the cup is not the cheapest sometimes. However, you can fill it up every 10 minutes. Unbelievable amount of options. Mm-hmm. Even if what we do, we fill it up. We'll neck it off before a ride, tip anything out, fill it up again after the ride usually. We would definitely prioritise Hagrid's, Velocicoaster, Mummy, Gringotts and Hulk, the kind of top rides to go on. We would stop to see the Singing Frogs.
Yes, 100%. Them Singing Frogs. Get a butterbeer.
In Hogsmeade, isn't it?
Go to the left-hand side of the butterbeer cart. You'll get served quicker. Get a butterbeer. Go and see the Singing Frogs just below the castle. Mm-hmm. Or the Tri-Wizard little show thing that we're going, because that's well worth it.
They do like spins and that, don't they?
Yeah, it's mint, little sticks and everything.
Yeah,
it's class.
Yeah. If you want a place to chill, go behind the 3 broomsticks. There's a little seating area and you've got mint views of Velocicoasters.
You do, it comes right the way past you, and I don't think you have to order anything inside the 3 broomsticks. There's a little alleyway just in between the 3 broomsticks and the toilets, and you can just go straight through there and go around the back.
So if you want some good pictures for Instagram, good clips, anything like that, get yourself in there.
Yeah, it's so good.
You said in the women's toilets there's more than Myrtle.
I'm almost sure there was. There used to be.
In Hogsmeade.
I feel like it was in Diagon Alley.
I don't know, I've never been in the women's toilets.
Unless I've dreamt it, I'm almost sure you can hear Mona Myrtle in the toilet.
But listen out, you might be able to.
Yeah.
It might just be someone straining for a shit. So...
Morning, Margaret.
Morning, Margaret. Get a Shrexel and a Louis. 2 snacks I would recommend trying.
100%.
People don't rate the Shrexel, but I think it's mint.
Oh, I thought
and the green cheese as well.
So definitely.
It is pretty cool. Go and watch the Blues Brothers.
But get involved. Do you know, right?
Do a boogie.
Have a dance.
Have a dance. Why not?
You only live once, and for some people, Florida is a once in a lifetime trip. So bloody make the most of it. And you know what? No one gives a shit. No one's looking at you because everyone else is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's so fun.
Yep. Definitely.
So in that same vein, I would say go and meet the characters. I don't want to say a snob, but I maybe just thought I was too cool for school.
Too cool for school?
Right? And I was just like, I don't get this character meet and greet thing. And we did it on the last trip.
Yeah.
And I loved every single second.
We did it in November as well. We met a lot of people in November, Optimus Prime, all that sort of stuff. So meet the characters.
And it was so fun.
Get your photos
Don't
taken.
be like me. Don't be a dick. And just do it because it's extra fun.
One thing we would definitely say as well, don't worry about getting on all the rides.
No.
Weigh up kind of what you want to do in the park and what you aren't too fussed about. So we go, if it's busy, prioritise the rides we mentioned. If we don't get on Transformers, Jimmy Fallon, that sort of stuff, I do not really give a monkeys, to be honest with you.
It's not the end of the world.
We would recommend a show as well in Universal Studios.
Yeah, any show, Animal Actors, the horror makeup show, Born is really good. Brilliant. Really, really good.
Good for aircon as well.
Oh, it's fantastic, yeah. And nice for sit down as well.
And last point, don't be scared to have a sit down and have a rest if you're getting a bit haggard. There's loads of places to sit. Don't feel rushed because you will just do yourself in.
Oh, you will, absolutely. And don't underestimate how tiring it is. You mightn't feel like you're getting a lot done, but at the end of the day, it takes its toll on your body being in that kind of heat. Don't kill yourself over it. No. Do what you do. Listen to your body.
Do what you can.
The alternative is you knock yourself up and you can't get out of bed the next day. Don't underestimate it. And in that same breath, don't kill yourself to get there for park opening.
We've rope dropped many a times and not rope dropped many a times, and it usually doesn't make too much of a difference, depending on time of year and all that sort of stuff, but just kind of take that as you will, really.
Yeah.
So, next question we've got.
Anywhere you wouldn't ever skip outside of the parks, restaurants, shops, etc. I would say do not skip Top Golf.
Yep.
It is so fun. You don't have to be good at golf.
No.
There's games where that like are targeted at
like
those.
Angry Birds and that, isn't there?
Yeah.
Those
although I find that hard.
Find it angry.
I get angry.
You become an angry bird.
There's a block party that's extra good.
Yeah.
You can play the actual golf. There's different screens that you can use. The food and drink there is also excellent.
And quite cheap.
Icon Park, don't skip that. It's a lovely...
Especially on a night, it's brilliant on a night.
It's meant to go. You don't have to go for drinks. There's plenty of food places around there. Loads of different options.
You've got Madame Tussauds and stuff as well. Yeah. You've got the aquarium and then you've got the Orlando Eye.
Yeah, there's loads of things to do up there and it's nice just to go just have a bit of a wander around as well.
Yes.
So I would recommend that. The outlets, everyone says the outlets. They are good. I don't think there's as many bargains to be had as what people say. Unless you want to go for the more obscure stuff. If you like me, you like things plain black and plain black shoes and stuff like that. Probably not going to be the best. The deals that they have on are the ones that don't sell.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So they might beat your taste. So I would say definitely go and have a look, but don't expect to come away with bags and bags and bags loads of stuff because the chances are you probably won't.
That is true. And then lastly, Andretti. A lot of people never really hear about this, spoke about it. It's right near Top Golf. It's basically a big indoor
arcade, bowling alley and go-kart place all in one.
They've got a, what would you call it?
A zip line.
Like a zip line where you hang from the ceiling that takes you around the full thing. It's cheap as out for drinks. We've never had food or anything like that there. And then I said that was the last one, totally lied to you. Pirate Cove mini golf, so good, so much better than the Gator golf as well. It's up past, just slightly past Icon Park.
Yeah, not too far past.
Absolutely unbelievable. And then obviously Disney Springs.
Disney Springs is fantastic. I don't care what anyone says.
Loads of stuff to do with Disney Springs.
And there's loads of stuff on as well. Yeah. So it's not just shops, drinks and food. There's like little bands and stuff on and it's just nice to go just have a wander around like the lake and see the balloon and stuff like that. So it's really good. I would highly, highly recommend it. And I'm kicking myself for not doing it sooner.
So next question we've got, tips for first timers travelling to Orlando going in November. So we went in November 2024.
I was very excited for this question.
First of all, take a jacket, cardigan, trousers, because it will be quite cold some mornings and some nights.
We'll put a picture on the screen of what it was like when we walked out of our room one November morning.
Yes.
We were shocked.
It was Baltic.
It was absolutely crazy. Like there was the steam coming off the pool. We were like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, it was mental.
Looked like horror nights. Fog.
Yeah.
I underestimated just how cold it would get down. I think some days some mornings it was like 5-6 degrees.
Yeah.
And then same on a night, but then through the day it got up like 27. So just prepare for all eventualities. You might hit unlucky and it might be really, really hot. You might get it really, really cold. We didn't see much rain. Like I say, it was cold. We went to Disney Springs that time, didn't we? And it was too cold.
Yeah,
I took a little cardie and I wish I had like a jacket. Yeah. So just be prepared. That's what I can say with that. It is perfect weather for parks though.
Yeah, definitely. It's not too hot.
Much easier than
like,
May.
When we went, obviously Thanksgiving Day was really hot, but the rest of the time it was maybe sitting like 23, 24 during the day.
Oh, it was lovely. And there was very little humidity as well, which made the heat much more manageable, I found.
It was a lot better for going around the parks. When we went in November, it wasn't as busy as people make it out. We went over Thanksgiving. We would also say there's not a massive amount open on Thanksgiving.
No, Thanksgiving's very much closed down, so make sure you are planned for that. I think that's when we went to Checkers for Thanksgiving. But Denny's was open, Perkins was open, but a lot of the main restaurants were shut.
Were closed.
And when we went to go to Denny's, because that's what our plan was, it was like an hour, 2 hour wait.
Yeah, for a table, yeah.
So that's when we ended up just going over to Checkers.
Yeah.
Just be prepared for that. Make sure you have some plans in place because there's not a lot open. Parks are open, do expect them to be busy. We didn't go to the parks on Thanksgiving Day. We were going obviously in the week before, and we saw a massive influx in that week of Thanksgiving. So we were there the week before Thanksgiving and then kind of over it as well. So the parks before Thanksgiving, if you can get in there, crowd level, spectacular. I have never seen the parks so quiet in my entire life. Unbelievable, fantastic time to go. The start of Thanksgiving week, ginormous influx of people. But you only tend to find it getting through security on City Walk, walking to the park, and then when you get to the park, it's nowhere near as bad as what people make it out to be. Or at least it wasn't for us. Yeah. Make sure you do the Macy's Day Parade. Don't skip that. It was really good. It was lovely to see. Do the tribute store and make sure that you're taking in everything that's Christmassy, because when they do the changeover, it's so good to see. It is good, yeah. If you do celebrate Christmas, it's a perfect time to bring back gifts for families. And wrapping paper. And wrapping paper, because the wrapping paper's mint over there.
Next question we've got
is it still easy to pay with cash in the parks for food and gifts? We disagreed with this, didn't we? For reference, Jake has a really good rate through his bank to spend abroad, so we just transfer out of our savings into Jake's account so we can use on his card. Yep. You've used card predominantly everywhere. We do take a little bit cash for tips.
It's kind of the only reason we take cash.
It's the only time we take cash, so because I can't say for definite, but I am convinced I saw somewhere in Universal or Islands where it said it was cashless.
There might be parts. I think just be prepared for both situations.
Yeah, be prepared for both eventualities.
My opinion, get yourself an account like you've got obviously Revolut and all that sort of
stuff.
Monzo
or Sterling apparently have really good rates over there.
Yeah, I bank with Santander with my account. I have the Edge Up current account where I can use my card anywhere, any country without any fees. I pay $5 a year for it. Next question we had is, what made us fall in love with Disney/Florida? I've just been that much. This kind of like
you were forced to enjoy it.
I was forced to enjoy it. I mean,
and then I got forced to enjoy it.
Thank you very much, Mum and Dad. You forced us into it. There's worse things to be forced into.
Absolutely.
And all that. But I think it's just, we've mentioned this before, maybe on the vlogs. You can become a kid in Orlando, can't you? And it's just
all your inhibitions just go.
Every issue you've got at home, whether you've got issues with your job, whether you've got issues with family members, friends.
Yeah, just anything, just you get away from the mundane. I think that's on any holiday, but it just hits different in Florida.
It does.
For me, in terms of like Disney's a very nostalgic thing, and I think we'll get on to that in a little bit. Mm-hmm. Florida, obviously, we've said before, Jake bullied me into going to Florida, and I'm pleased he did. Because I love it, and it's like no other holiday that I've ever been on. Yeah, some essentials that you guys take every trip.
Park shorts from Uniqlo. There's a pair of shorts you can buy from Uniqlo over here. Best park shorts you can get. You might have seen them on pictures and stuff. They're like a black ones that I've got. I've only got one pair because I'm a scruff, and I just wash them when I'm over there.
He doesn't. He just sprays deodorant on his smelly balls.
Yeah. I just. But I would definitely recommend a good pair of park shorts for us blokes as well. Plenty of pockets and stuff like that. Because then I can keep like my phone, everything I need in my pocket. Stop laughing at us. For you?
For me, and this is genuine, right? A dermaplane razor, because my tash gets. There's something about the Florida heat, it makes me tash like sprout. So that is a pure essential for me. And next one, get a fragrance. Doesn't have to be an expensive one, but get something that you're going to spray on you predominantly on holiday, because I can guarantee you every time, smell that smell again, it'll take you back to that place.
This is why I wear the same shorts every time, because every time I sweat, it reminds me of Florida.
But I literally use just like a cheapy, it's like a Hawaiian tropic thing that's got like a little bit of glitter in, and it just reminds us of holiday all the time. Yeah. So I would recommend that. Another top tip for me is slippers. Do not underestimate how much your feet is going to hurt, and you underestimate how much you miss carpet. Yeah. So to have something nice and cushioned on your feet is an absolute go-to, and I highly recommend it. And then in the same breath, I use a deodorant can to roll my feet on to like stop them from hurting when I get back from the parks. However, thank you, Robert, I will be upgrading to some massage balls. So there we go. There's that one.
Another one essential I would say is coffee cups for the room. So like travel,
just like a travel cup.
Like buy some cheap, buy some cheap travel coffee cups, just the little plastic ones, because 9 times out of 10 in your room, if you're coffee fiends like us, it'll be paper or plastic cups.
And they're tiny. I want a good cuppa on a morning.
And if you drink coffee out of a paper cup, the last 1/3 tastes like you're licking a sheet of A4.
It does.
And I don't like that. So take some plastic coffee cups and a small backpack for the park. You'll have seen in our vlogs the one we've got. Go outdoors, Decathlon, just a cheap one. Yeah. Don't carry anything massive, because you won't
be able to get it in.
Yeah, well, you have to pay for a lock, and that's just, there's no point. You didn't need to take loads to Universal. What are you going to take? A child in your bag.
Obviously, we go as just a couple. We don't have kids, so we can't speak for what it would be like for families to take things and stuff like that. But we're just talking for for a couple of drinks. This is what we would do. I'm all for taking these lovely lounge flies. To me, they're not practical. I don't care what I look like in Florida. I don't care about being trendy. I want practicality. Get a decent backpack.
Tiny little backpack that'll fit in all the lockers for free. Jobs are good. Next question we had is, where were our Dobby and Snape t-shirts from? So you might have seen in the vlogs the t-shirts that we have in Universal.
If not, we'll put a picture on the screen.
Printable.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Really good quality. We've worn them for the last 2 trips and they've washed really nice.
Do take a while though, delivery wise.
Do take a while delivery, so make sure you get them in plenty of time.
Cost wise as well. Cheap. I would also look on the likes of like Boohoo, ASOS, because they can be just as
Amazon.
cheap. Primark. I just Google funny Universal t-shirt and that's what came up, so I got them.
Next question we have is, how do you get about over in Orlando and what company do you use? So we just literally use Uber, Lyft.
Uber and Lyft. Biggest tip we can say, check them both and look at Wait and Save. If you're not in a rush to go somewhere, you might wait 15 minutes on Wait and Save. It might save you $10, $15.
Also, what?
Yeah, Shoelace Express.
But if you can, and your hotel is pretty central or close, just have a walk. You'll be surprised how nice it is.
I didn't walk from All-Star Movies to Universal because you'd be on all day.
Or get the iRide.
iRide trolley on International Drive, $2 a go. Get a week pass from places if you want to go down International Drive. So,
But we do love a walk, and especially when your legs are hurt, like off walking in parks, it's nice to get them going a bit.
Next question we've got, if you don't mind sharing how much you spent on meals, drinks and shopping, etc. I'll be honest with you, right? I wish I could give you an answer. All I'm going to say is a fucking lot. We spent more in a week than we did in over 2 weeks.
Yeah, we did go our ends. But again, alright, this was my birthday trip.
It was Beth's birthday trip, and also
we just went our ends, to be fair, and it was
contact you.
You cannot, and this is the thing. Like, we work hard and we save hard, and I totaled it up before, and this is including a lot of alcohol.
Yep, which is expensive
in Shannon
the US.
as well.
Drinks are expensive over there.
So a lot of alcohol, a lot of food, canny bit merch.
Yep.
Metlurths. Obviously our coffee cup,
Ubers,
Lyfts.
Everything.
Every mortal thing, I totaled it for a week between 2 people, £1,600.
£1,600, yeah. That was for everything.
So make of that what you will. We usually budget for a 2-week trip at $150 a day.
$150 to $200 a day. Obviously that'll be less and more some days.
But that's to include merch, shopping, everything else. But that's usually our roundabout budget. That's
kind of what we spend. It's different for everyone. Some people might look at $500 a day. Some people might look at $100 a day. Each to their own. That's what we budget on, and that's kind of what works for us.
But again, we were eating out 2-3 times a day. We were going for coffees every single day. We bought loads of stuff that we probably didn't need to buy. We brought gifts back for families. All of that encompasses everything that we'd spent on our trip. You can do Florida. We went to Florida in 2019 in September and done it a week, and we only spent £700.
Yeah. Between us. So that was like $50 a day. Each a day, yeah. And that was everything again.
And that was everything. That was including drink as well. Yep. But we were buying more for in the room.
Yeah.
Weren't we, drinking around the pool and stuff.
Yeah.
There's that to factor in. I know people that have gone to Florida and spent not even £1,000 for 2 weeks. With a family with 2 children. It's all about what you want to do. You can go and you can get pot noodles and take them and just eat them in the room. Like, you can get microwave meals. You can spend a bulk in Walmart, and then you don't have to spend any money when you're out in the parks. You can buy sandwiches. You can make sandwiches. Like, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. I would say sensibly, probably is looking. I would budget no less than $100 a day.
I'd say $50 a person. I'd say that's reasonable.
Yeah.
But yet again, just depends on what you want to do. So you just kind of have to weigh up what you want to do and then go from there realistically, to be honest with you.
So we've had 5 people ask us. And I'm pleased people have asked this because I'm nosy and I like to know this.
Yep, it's not too interesting though, don't worry.
No, it's not. And anybody who knows certain professions, you can say very little stuff because then you'd be bound by certain things. Let's just put it that way. So
she's a spy.
We can give you a brief overview. What do we do for a living?
All. I am a territory manager for a tobacco company.
Well, my official title is an administration officer.
Take with that what you will.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's not too interesting.
No, it's not.
We can't go in.
And I would love to be more transparent, but sometimes you can't be. Yep. And that's fine.
We need something to pay for this Florida trip.
Yep.
Next question, do you have any tips to make Florida affordable? Amazing how you do it multiple times a year.
And there was a second one there, how do you afford to travel so much? So I will preface this by saying we are normal working class people.
Yep.
We're not these people who have 6-figure jobs. Like,
we don't own our own businesses where we make a lot of money. We just work hard, normal jobs,
and put our money away. So, in terms of saving tips, this is very, very subjective.
Yep.
Especially this day and age.
Yep.
For me and us, we use things like the Lyft and Uber Wait and Save. Mm-hmm. We'll save money where we can in terms of that, but then on balance, we're happy to pay £25 for a beer. So it all goes hand in hand with what you would prefer to do. For what we do, to save for our holidays is we find a price that we're happy to pay.
Mm-hmm.
We then work out roughly $150 a day between us for our spends. Any additional things like horror nights make it not so scary. We club everything together as one price.
Yep.
We then go, okay, we need to have this paid by this date. And then whatever time it is that we're booking to when everything needs to be paid, we divide between however long that is. So say 12 months. We then split between two, and then we just put our money away.
Mm-hmm.
That's this as simple as I can do it for you. In terms of saving for it, there's loads of different ways you can do it. You can put it in different accounts. You can put it in premium bonds. You know, it depends how long it is that you can put it out for. I wouldn't recommend using credit cards. I wouldn't. That's as much as I'll say on that matter. However, if we have, for example, a direct debit that is reduced, like your gas and electric. Recently we've been spending 170 quid. I got an email through to say it's been reduced to 130. I'll put that difference in the savings. It's something that we both paying for.
It's 40 quid, but over
a year.
It could be for a ticket somewhere, or...
Yeah, we already used to paying for it. We've already factored that into our normal household budget. We'll just keep paying it, but it's just going in our savings pot. Again, with our wages, my wage goes up in line with inflation. I'm used to living off the wage that I have now, so any difference in my monthly wage will just go away in savings, because as far as I'm concerned,
same with mine, yeah.
You can't miss what you haven't had, so it just goes straight out. Monthly wise, I am anal. I have a spreadsheet with
can't do that on camera.
I have our monthly finances that gets reviewed quarterly, and I am like, I know what comes out of our banks to a T.
Uh-huh.
So therefore, we put away what needs to come out for our bills. I know we have X amount of money left over to spend. I know how much needs to be spent for that for our holiday. Yeah. And then something to live off, because there's one thing to live and pay for your holidays, but at the end of the day, that's 2 weeks of the year.
Yeah.
You've still got to enjoy yourself in that time, so we'll have a takeaway.
We also, to preface as well, at home, we don't do a massive amount in terms of, we don't go out on the drink.
No. I like a drink, but £6 for a bottle of wine, or it's 100 quid on a night out, and I would have to be preferring to do.
Yeah, 100%. We don't go out on the drink. Obviously, I don't really drink at home anyway. We don't smoke.
Other than our tendy tabs,
yeah,
but with Jake working for a tobacco company, we do at cost, let's say.
We don't really do, if we're doing 2 holidays to Orlando in a year, we don't really do, breaks away, stuff like that, as much.
No, unless it's been pre-booked a year before.
Yeah. We might do the odd camping trip and stuff like that, but...
Yeah, because that's cheap.
We're going camping in August, for example, so that breaks it up between, coming home in May and then going away in October.
Yeah.
But we don't we don't buy ourselves a massive amount of things.
No.
And stuff like that. But yeah, again, we also don't skint ourselves for a holiday to the point where we can't do anything at all.
No, because for me, a holiday is a luxury, and it's a luxury that when I get on that plane or in that airport, I'm like, you know what, I have worked bloody hard for this and I'm looking forward to it. When I'm saying I don't recommend credit cards, I've putting things away, I just think
there's better ways to do it.
There's better ways to do it, and there's better ways to have that feeling than sitting in an airport and you're either going, I have worked hard for this and I've saved and I've put the effort in to save it and I've scrimped on certain things to be able to save to do it, or shit, I've got to pay for all this when I get back.
Yeah.
So it's each to their own. I have credit cards, so if we go and we need to take a swipe of our card for a damaged thing, it's not coming out of any spends or anything like that, so you can take a swipe with my credit card. We know we're not going to wreck the room, so that's fine.
And it's always good to have a backup plan
as
well.
And it is good to have a backup plan.
If anything goes wrong.
That is our way that we do things, and we also plan way in advance.
We do.
We allow ourselves plenty of time to be able to afford these things, because we kind of just, if we've seen a decent deal tomorrow, we couldn't just go, Harry, shout with it, let's go. We like to have a couple of trips stacked so we can manage our finances accordingly.
Yeah.
So that's how we do it, and it just so happens, and I know how it can appear on social media, which is why I said before, what you see on social media isn't real. We've had this trip booked since November.
Yep.
November, December last year.
Mm-hmm.
We're still paying it off now. Still paying it off monthly.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be paying it off monthly until September.
Yep.
To be able to go. We got a good deal, but we still got to pay monthly for it. We don't just have bags of money. I wish we did.
Oh, it'd be
nice.
It would be nice. Money doesn't grow on trees.
No.
You know.
So that's just how we would do it. It's something that we would recommend. Just assess your own finances. Put away where you can. Like I say, perfect scenario. If you get a rebate on your direct debits, for example, you haven't missed that money.
If you get a tax rebate or anything like that,
put it away.
I'm quite lucky in the job I work in. I get bonuses every quarter. Yeah. So if I get, to throw numbers out there, if I get a $3,000 bonus for a quarter,
and we are very, very lucky in that Jake's bonuses help out massively. Jake is the breadwinner in this household. I will say that.
I'm still by no stretch.
No.
I'm not money bags.
But we have been to Florida when we've earned less money. And that has just been through hard work, tenacity, overtime in previous jobs when it's been available.
Yep.
You know, so I am quite confident that if you stick your mind to something, you'll find a way to be able to do it. And whether it takes you 6 months or whether it takes you 6 years, if you want to do something enough, you will save and you'll do it.
Yeah, 100%.
And you know, and don't be fooled. Don't let people make you feel bad or less than for not being able to do things every year. You don't know people's circumstances.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
So that's my 2 pence worth on that. Next one. I find this a funny question, but what are your favourite pair of shoes, Jake? So the reason that this has been asked is that Jake likes shoes. He likes all kinds of different shoes, trainers more so. And it's something that you've been very interested in for a lot of years.
Yep.
And it just so happens that somebody else has a very similar interest and spotted Jake's shoes when it was on a photo.
Yeah.
So that's where that's come from. So
the reason I like shoes is because my feet take us everywhere and I want them to be comfortable.
Well, there we are then.
You wouldn't scrimp on tyres on your car, would you?
Mm.
So, favourite pair of shoes, I've got a couple of different categories here for you. Favourite silhouette of all time is the Air Max 1. Favourite pair of shoes I currently have in my rotation, most people won't know what these are, but the Air Max 95 Cortez Pink Beam. Very nice pair of shoes. And favourite pair of shoes of all time, I haven't got them yet, maybe sometime this year we'll see, is the Air Max Sean Witherspoon 97 1 collab. Simple as that. Next question, how did we meet?
Putting it simply, work.
We met at work. Both worked in the same job.
Mm-hmm.
Met there. There's that really. There's no super fun story. Just met at work, huh? And then the rest is history.
As they say. So this one, and I thought this was extra nice. I'm obsessed with your tattoo sleeve. Can you show me? I don't know if she's on about me or you.
I'll show you both.
But we'll show you both. Obviously, I'm not going to get me tattoos out right now, but I will put a clip in right now and you will be able to see what it looks like. There is parts that are currently unfinished that I am due to go back in 2 weeks to finally box it off, and I'm excited for it because then we'll be able to move on to some other good pieces that we've got in the pipeline. Just want to give a huge shout out to Natalie.
Yes.
That is our tattoo artist for both me and Jake. She is incredible. The shop, amazing. You'll be able to see on our Instagram we have done a come get tattooed with us. If this is something that you would like to see more of, please let us know. Yeah. You know, we'd love to show you. You know, I don't know if people would be happy to see that or what have you, but just let us know. Another tattoo question that we've had is, what do you use on your tattoos to keep them looking so fresh? And I've got a few pointers on this. Mm-hmm. So for me, personally, I've got colour tattoo. Colour tattoos typically, or the myth is, they don't last, they don't hold. It all depends on who you go to, and I'm sorry, I think that's my opinion on it. If you want a colour tattoo, go to a colour tattoo artist who specialises in it. They know tips and tricks and magic to be able to make sure that that colour stays, and that only comes with experience and skill. So do what you want with that, but that's my recommendation on it. I do think it is a lot to do with the technique, to be fair.
Yeah, don't scrimp on it.
No, don't scrimp on it. I have been in a position right now, so you'll have seen my tattoo. That is one beastly cover-up. Mm-hmm. Research your tattoo artist. Don't scrimp on a tattoo. It's on your body for the rest of your life. Don't put yourself in the position what I'm in now, where I'm having to go through and cover them all up because I was stupid when I was younger. I fangirled Natalie for 10 years, near enough 10 years, before I went and got tattooed of her. So just research your artist. Natalie is incredible. I would highly recommend anybody in the Northeast or anybody that's willing to travel for tattoos to go and check out Four Daggers. There's something for everybody in that shop. If you want colour, fun, quirky tattoos.
Anything really.
Or anything, because Natalie is so versatile. She's so good. And if she can't do it, she will point you in the direction of someone that she can. Check out their page. We'll put the handle on screen and check out Natalie's work as well, because Natalie, we love you to bits. I can't wait to catch up with you next week. In terms of what we use to keep them looking so fresh, I've got a few ideas, and that is shave your arms, right? There's nothing wrong with body hair, but it'll make your tattoo look dusty. Yeah. Or it does for me at least. So as well as that, exfoliate and moisturise. Don't be fooled by this tattoo specific stuff.
Oh yeah, all the adverts.
It's nonsense. It's pure nonsense. It doesn't matter what you put on that, as long as it's moisturising, it will revive the colour, because all it's doing is just putting moisture into your skin and just making you look less dusty and ashy. The only tattoo specific thing that we do use is Butterluck's Balm.
Or the yayo.
Or the yayo tattoo butter. Yeah. And that is more so for healing.
Yeah.
Healing stubborn areas like your elbow. That does get extra dry. That is the only thing that I would say. To heal our tattoos, we use the cocoa butter.
Yeah, just the palm.
Just the Palmer's cocoa butter. Yeah. It's the
unfragranced.
Yeah, it's the best thing. I like to say, or on stubborn areas such as knees, maybe it's ankles, maybe it's even palms.
Elbow
to be fair,
ditches and
like somewhere that's like a bit more of a tougher skin. Maybe use something a bit more greasy like that. In terms of how to keep them looking so fresh, like there is not a truer saying than the sun is free laser. Get a high factor, thick sun cream and make sure you are consistently putting it on. Every hour, every 2 hours. If you're in the sun, you best believe that all that money that you've spent will be getting zapped away. So if you want to protect it, you keep on top of it. I will show you some photos of tattoos where I haven't actually been taken care of because I want it lasered. And because I will be covering them up, so the more they get faded, the better it is. And the easier it is, it's going to be to cover up. Obviously, it's over a good few years. So just get a good artist, exfoliate and moisturise, shave, and look after them in terms of the sun.
Next question we have was probably the hardest question.
It was absolutely the hardest question. We have pondered over this so much.
Yeah. All-time favourite Universal and Disney film?
I can't pick one. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. We couldn't nail it down.
I'll give you my... I don't want to say top three, but the first three that came to my head.
Yeah.
Universal, the first Jurassic Park, The Mummy, and The Fast and the Furious, the first film. Jurassic Park just reminds me of Orlando, the music. The Mummy is just the concept and the cast and everything, and The Mummy is unbelievable. And The Fast and the Furious, rides shite. However, the first film was one of my favourite films when I was a bit younger, and it made us kind of fall in love with cars.
Yeah.
As a lad, that's what everyone goes through. So they're my first three that came to my head.
Couldn't decide, and there's a few more that I will have to give a shout out to, but if I had to pick three, Land Before Time, I don't need to say any more about that. Nosferatu, fantastic film.
Recent one as well.
Brilliant one. Brilliant. Love that. Schindler's List, an unbelievable film. Then, in terms of the ones that we couldn't pick out, see, Harry Potter, but that's Warner Brothers. I know it's owned by, thingy now, but Wicked, Hiya.
Good recent one as well.
I can't, no words. Anything by Jordan Peele.
Us. Yeah, Us is a good one. Get Out. Good.
The Bourne films, Casper, Pitch Perfect, my all-time favourite Christmas film, Love Actually, Bridesmaids, Alpha Dog. I didn't know Alpha Dog was actually done by Universal, to be fair. Correct us if we're wrong. 8 Mile.
8 Mile. Good one.
Disney ones. Disney I really struggled with. I think we both did, to be fair.
Yeah.
For me, Disney pulls at my heartstrings. It's one of the most prevalent things that I remember of my childhood. I could easily say Nightmare Before Christmas, giving me tattoos. Mm-hmm. I don't think of Disney when I think of Nightmare Before Christmas. I really don't. So I know it is, but I wouldn't even class that, to be fair.
Right.
I think there's no denying how much I love it. I've got it tattooed on my skin.
That is true.
So I would say that probably is, when I think of Disney, I think of Cinderella. But I would say, if you want my favourite Disney princess, Sleeping Beauty, Aurora. Absolutely love it. The next film, I would say, is an underrated Disney film, which we are going to watch today, Black Cauldron.
Yep.
Absolutely love it. And Sword in the Stone. Absolutely obsessed. So then, what are yours?
Mine, first Disney film I ever saw was on there, The Lion King. Unbelievable. Hercules, because every lad wants to be Hercules. And then, a more recent one, Moana. That kind of reignited my enjoyment of Disney films.
Yes.
That's it.
So absolutely.
They're in my top three.
I believe that was our first one we watched together.
Potentially, yeah.
Or the first new one that we both hadn't seen together. Yeah.
We did have come up with 2 joint ones as well.
We did.
First off.
Encanto.
Unbelievable. Soundtrack is brilliant.
Absolutely loved it.
And then an older one, which I'd never seen until you showed us to it, Princess and the Frog.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Evangeline.
Like, it's so good. So they would be our joint ones. But there's just a couple I need to shout out. I really honestly do. Little Mermaid. And not to get too deep, you can only imagine the shit I got for being tiny and ginger. And when I saw The Little Mermaid, I was like, I don't even care. I'm Ariel. Right? So to see that in yourself, and I mean, obviously, I'm not a mermaid, and my hair's not red.
Closer to Sebastian,
probably. Probably is I. But, like, to see that representation in yourself, and this is not to get political and get woke or anything, it's so crazy to feel like you can relate to something. So I'll have to shout out The Little Mermaid, and which is why I'm so pleased there's other Disney princesses out there, black and brown now. I think it's fantastic because I would want every single little person out there to feel like how I felt when I was younger. So as well as that, Aristocats, and need I say more? The Rescuers, tiny little mice, going on an adventure. sort of Five Goes West, but that's not Disney. And I think it's Universal. Unbelievable film. But also Oliver and Company. Smashing film.
Good shout.
I could have picked out a million times more. I have whittled these down, believe it or not. Potentially my favourite question that's been asked.
Right.
Because I think it's a really, really good point. And the question is, does having ADHD and autism affect your trips? And if it does affect your trips, do you have any tips to help other than getting away from the situation?
So, being honest, I don't think it massively affects me trips. Reason being is I've been to Orlando enough times now to know what to expect.
Yeah.
For one. It can be loud, it can be overstimulating. I know how to handle it now. I'm not afraid or ashamed to kind of say I need to be out of the situation. So overall, no, it doesn't massively affect us. And I feel like I always say to Beth, when I'm in a situation where no matter how loud it is, anything, when I've got a goal in mind and stuff to look at, I'm not bothered how loud or anything it is.
Yeah.
The queues and stuff like that, like the queues in Orlando and some of the rides are so immersive. There's so much to look at. I forget I'm in a queue half the time.
I think that's where your ADHD takes over.
Yeah. It's kind of a blessing having both.
Yeah.
For
reference, Jake's recently been diagnosed, so it's something that Jake's managed and navigated all of his life, but only just recently had that label, if you'd like to put it. I would say that Orlando's quite a special interest of yours.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
So which helps massively.
Yeah.
And sorry, I know this is your question, but I'm just from a perspective of a wife. I know when Jake's had enough.
Yeah.
I can sense it. I can pick it up. I know his little quirks, and that's when I'm like, let's go for a sit down. Come on, let's get away from it a bit. You know, and I think it's all about recognising that in your partner or a friend or your child and not pushing the boat, because ultimately, and I don't know if you'll agree or not, if Jake realistically, if he really pushes himself, what will happen is he'll end up going into burnout, and that burnout is not going to be fun for him whatsoever.
Never.
And that can take him anywhere from a couple of hours to a couple of days to recover from. So why push yourself to a degree that could ruin the rest of your trip for yourself? It makes no difference to me whatsoever. You know, I just want you to be the best version of yourself, and you know, the most comfortable that you can be. And if that means that we've got to take a break, or we only do a half day in the park and then we go back to it later, right, so be it. It makes no difference at all. I think you handle it impeccably. I really honestly do. And it's nice to know that you know your limits. Like when you like,
I think that's the main thing. That's the main thing, is knowing your limits. Also, can I just shout out, this is one of the reasons, see why I married her. See why I married her.
We're a good team.
We are the best team. But yeah, just know your limits, know what you can handle and what you can't handle. Like I said, I'm experienced enough in terms of going to Orlando where I know what I can and can't do. For example, on the vlogs, Super Nintendo, I knew as soon as I walked in there it was too much for us. Hence why I took myself out of the situation. But just don't be afraid to kind of take a break. Don't be afraid to back away from something if it's a bit much for you, and take your time, and that's about it. Yeah.
On that, he does use loops as well, which helps minimise any kind of noise. I think the noise that you struggle with is sudden screaming or loud flashing stuff, which is why you struggle with the Transformers queue.
Yeah, Transformers queue. Have a word.
Yeah. Also, there's a lot of people recommended a lot of stuff for Jake, and I can't remember the word. It's IBECC, I think it is, or whatever it's called. I'll put the name.
HRJK.
I'll put the name on screen. But a lot of people have recommended that he applies for that, and like if Jake's just explained, he doesn't mind being in the queues. He doesn't mind the long waits.
No,
because you find that they're quite distracting.
Yeah, no, I don't think I would benefit from it, and I would feel like I'm cheating the system, and I don't like that. No. I don't need it, so therefore I'm not going to apply for it, to be honest with you. Like, if I needed it and I felt like it would benefit us, fair dues. I don't. I would just be trying to skip queues if I did it, and I'm not that kind of person. No. I'd rather pay for the privilege and buy express if I really don't want to wait.
But equally, with the greatest thing about autism and ADHD is that it affects, it's such a vast scale. And everybody has their own quirks, and it affects everybody differently. So something that Jake can find quite manageable can be absolutely horrendous. So that might benefit you. So if you do have something like that, and it's not just specific to ADHD and autism, it's for any kind of mobility issues. Anything. So just go and check it out, because it might benefit you or someone that you might know. So for Jake, he's quite happy with that. Queue lines. For us, like Jake's obviously just explained about it. If anybody potentially would walk past us in a queue, they might go, they're falling out. But it's just sometimes Jake just needs to be quiet, and that's fine. That's no issue.
And I also move around a lot. I can't stand still in the queue. That's one of the things. Like, you'll have probably seen this whole way through, I have moved more times than you can count. Yeah. But that's just what I do. I have to move around all the time and stuff like that. So, but the queues overall, there's that much to say and that much to look at and stuff like that, that I'm so distracted, I don't mind.
And if you haven't already guessed, which you will have if you've watched all this way along, I mean, I kind of believe we're nearly on 100 minutes of this already, so we're going to have to edit it good. We can talk. Yep. And we can talk about anything that keeps you distracted.
Another one as well, if it's a ride where you don't need to put everything in the locker, take your phone and play some games on your phone. Mm-hmm. We sometimes in Hagrid's Queue play like Heads Up, you know, where you do that. That can also be quite distracting. So
oh yeah,
they're my tips.
Yeah, or little fidgety things if you want to. If you like to fidget quite a bit, you're not so bothered about fidgeting. You just like the move, don't you?
Yeah, I'm just a free spirit.
And sometimes I will be like, "Will you keep still?"
I can't. I would, but I can't.
So thank you very much for that question. I really appreciate it. And I thought it was really, really good. So we on to our last section.
Where else is on the list to travel other than Orlando and to vlog as well? I can list a couple that we'll both agree on. Vegas.
Yep.
LA. Beth won't agree with this. Australia. I'd really like to go to Australia, but there's big monster spiders, great white sharks, and snakes.
Just got no fancy for it.
They all sound like hell. New Zealand, Fiji. There's loads.
There's loads of places where we'd like to go, but we are creatures of habits. We like to do the same stuff time and time again, and I know that's probably not going to make good viewing for years, but ultimately, which we'll get on to in a minute, vlogging's secondary for us. We go on our holidays, so as much as we'd like to show you new stuff, I can't always guarantee that would happen. We are in talks of planning Vegas for 2028.
Yeah, a couple of years away, my 30th, and our 5-year anniversary as well.
Yes, it
5-year wedding anniversary.
So we said we were going to do that. A lot to be considered in that. Mm-hmm. Like I say, you've always wanted to do LA.
Yeah.
So we could maybe couple them together, but again, this is just spitballing and what
there's too many to count. Yeah. I think we'd like to go every state in America as well.
Would love to do the South.
Yeah, Texas, all that sort of stuff. I'd love to do Salem. There's just so many.
Yeah, there's so many.
Too many to choose from.
We would love to try somewhere different. Can't guarantee or tell you when that's going to be just yet, but as soon as we have booked something, I'm sure we'll let you know.
Yes.
The next section is about vlogging. Mm-hmm. So the question we had was, what made you get into vlogging on your travels, and who brought it up first?
I brought it up first.
He certainly did. So yes, obviously Jake brought this up first, and I think I was just like, it was my idea of absolute hell. Like the thought of my face being out there on the internet was just absolutely not it. I think I was so scared of being like people picking faults because people do that. There's them kind of people out there in the world, and and I haven't been, and I think it's just that scary thought of doing something new. One thing I will say is I am so pleased we took the plunge and done it, and I would highly recommend it to anybody because it has been
so enjoyable,
so fun. The excitement we've had just to get back behind this camera to do this again we've been so looking forward to it all week.
We have.
And I would highly recommend it to anybody. The next question following on from that is, how easy is it to vlog for the first time, and that they are planning to do it on the next trip as first timers?
Quite easy if you've got the right stuff.
Yes.
I think the initial kind of thing for vlogging is you need to make sure you've got all your kind of ducks in order.
Yeah, it's an investment.
It is an investment. Obviously, you can do it on your phone and stuff if you've got a good phone.
Yeah.
We decided to opt for going for the camera. Make sure you have something good to edit on. We did have an iPad. That was our plan at first.
And it just didn't work.
iPad didn't work, so we had to invest in a Mac, which we use anyway.
Yeah.
We don't just use it for editing or anything.
Yeah, we had another laptop, but it was kaput. It's so old, so we were in need of an upgrade anyway.
Definitely. But it is very easy. It is quite daunting at first, especially when you're in the UK and stuff like that. Like being in Manchester Airport was horrifying trying to vlog in there. When you're in America, it guns away. No one bats an eyelid at all. So just it's scarier than it seems is one tip. Bite the bullet.
Just do it. And at the end of the day, my thought was, and I think the main reason that kind of got me into it was obviously I wanted to do something for Jay, because it was obviously Jay really wanted to do it, and what kind of wife would I be if I was just shot him down and said no? But equally, what's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to take all this footage and you're going to come back and go, oh, I don't like it, and you don't use it and you keep it for your own memories. Like,
still gain something.
And that is the main thing, and that was the main crux for us when we decided to do it, or when Jake had convinced us to do it. We said, well, let's just do it, and we've got it for our memories. We like to show our family what we've been getting up to, like on holiday and stuff, so we would either always show them the daft videos that we've like took or photos and stuff like that. So we were like, oh, this would be like nice to like take round for Sunday's dinner and stuff. And we've never actually done it because then they've already getting in and watched the bloody videos before Sunday anyway. But it's just something nice to look back on, and it's massively helped us get through the blues.
100%, yeah, 100%. Like obviously, I've just last week released our final vlog, Orlando vlog of the series. So that's been another like 7 weeks after the holiday where we've still been looking back at it, and I would massively recommend it to anyone, to be honest.
Yeah, I would too. And the next bit was, do you feel vlogging took away or added to your experience in any way?
Depends how you look at it. I don't think it takes away massively.
No.
I think it does add to it quite a bit because you take stuff in a bit more.
Yeah.
I think.
But I will say is, you do get sick of it.
Oh, it can blag your head when if you've done it with the heat and everything like that.
Oh,
you think, I've got to pull this camera out and record all this.
Yeah. My advice would be just do it what feels natural.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter if you misfilm something. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. And it's all about what you want. Don't think about necessarily what other people would want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Vlog
you need to do it for
see.
yourself. And anything else that comes off the back of that mint, there has been times, and I mean, it's funny looking back, wasn't it? Because I was like in the middle of saying like, oh, about these metal earths, and I just said, will you just take this camera? I'm sick of it. Like, that's what hormones and heat does.
Yeah.
Like, so there will be times where you just think, can it be bothered? Like, but that's like with anything. Who can be asked to get up and work every day?
Not me.
No. Who can be asked to go down and go, oh, do you want a cuppa? I can't be asked to make tea tonight.
Let's take the dog out. Oh,
like,
let's do this. Let's do that.
It's like anything. It really honestly is. And there'll be times where you're like, oh, I'm so pleased I got that. And oh, I'm gutted we didn't record that. But it's just the nature of the game. I definitely don't think it took away.
No.
I definitely don't. I think if anything, it just added to it because we've got all of these memories to look back on.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But like I say, don't be fooled. There will be times where you think, nah, I cannot be asked. I don't want to do it. So you know what? Don't do it.
Exactly.
Don't take that camera out if you feel like that, because you don't owe anything to anyone. You only owe it to yourself. And that would be my advice.
Final question.
Final.
Would we change anything for our next trip, vlogging wise?
Yes.
Vlog in 4K.
And at the end of the day, we're learning. We're very, very new to all of this.
Yep. 100%. I think that's the only main thing, vlogging 4K, and take our time a bit more. I feel like we've rushed a lot of clips, rushed a lot of stuff, rushed a lot of things realistically, so just take our time with it and kind of remember, we've got time to do it.
Yeah, and I think we're very conscious we don't want to eat into people's time as much. I think for us, and I'm sitting there saying, only do it for yourself, but naturally, if people have invested the time and the support into you, like, I feel like I want to give back, and I'm very conscious of how people are going to sit and watch our stuff, if people ever watch it. So I'm like, right, let's quickly show them everything as much as we can. Let's try and not waffle on too much, and let's try and keep it to this. But then there's so much that you want to see, and so much you want to show, and so much that we would have found useful. I think that's the perspective we've always came from, is we would like to show what we would have found useful when we were watching vlogs, especially when we've only done Universal. Yeah,
I think we've always said we want our vlogs to be what we would watch.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think we were just a little bit conscious of trying to show maybe too much too soon in the limited time that we were there, and we were maybe felt like we were rushing things, and more conscious that we didn't want to drone on.
4K, make our videos probably longer as well.
Yeah, just relax with it a little bit more.
Relax,
and
second time around will be
take a bit of our own advice. Like, if we're sick of picking the camera up, then
we're sick of it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of the clips where we were sick of it, we pulled them out anyway.
Yeah,
because you don't give your best. It's not that we putting on anything more or less than what you would see in real life with us. Like, this is just how we are. I sometimes be grumpy, sometimes we can't be arsed, sometimes we absolutely hilarious. We just people at the end of the day, aren't we?
We're just humans.
You know, we are, and I cannot stress enough, we are just too normal.
Yeah.
Well, normal. Too
far from it.
Funnies, don't we?
Two absolute whoppers from the North East. So yes, that was the last question. I've enjoyed this. Apologies if it has been a long one.
Yep.
But we did just say we want to make our videos longer, so I've enjoyed this. Thank you everyone for all the questions sent in and everything like that.
Thank you for taking your time to ask us questions. And I do think we have getting through every single question there.
Yep.
Which is, to be quite honest, why I'm not so bothered if it's going to be a long one, because like I say, I want to give you all a decent answer.
Yep.
If for whatever reason you had any more questions and you want to ask us anything, our DMs are always open.
Ping it over.
Send it over.
Open books. Answer anything.
Drop it in the comments below. We will get back to you as best we can. But yeah, just a ginormous thank you. We never anticipated it taking off to the degree it has. And people might be looking going, who the hell do you think you bloody are? Like, I didn't care what you think, because I didn't expect this.
Yeah, you.
I didn't expect this. We didn't expect this. Like, the reaction that we've had to us has been insane. I didn't expect it, didn't anticipate it. I didn't think we would be in this position what we're in now until at least 4 or 5 years down the line, even if that. It's every expectation I've had for this has completely been blown out of the water, and I think I'm speaking for both of us on that behalf. And it's just been so amazing to speak to so many of you, and there's not a night I haven't gone to bed and I haven't thanked my lucky stars. Put it that way.
Like I said, just want to thank everyone for every view, every comment, every like, everything really. Any subscribers, anyone who's subscribed, it is massively appreciated. We've enjoyed speaking with a lot of people and stuff like that. This is unfortunately the last one of this series.
It is.
However, as mentioned, 93 days to go and we'll be back. Stay tuned.
Yes, stay tuned. And just off the back of that last question, if you would like to see anything different from us, if you have any recommendations or something that will make your viewing experience a bit better, we're not going to take offence to anything. We're learning.
Every feedback
Please let us know what you would like to see. We are very much open to all ideas. So, but if not, that's fine. That's fine too.
Yes, if not, that's fine.
Yeah, but honestly, thank you so much, and we cannot wait to be back doing it all again. Can't wait to show you something a bit different from us.
That wraps it all up.
It does. I'm a bit sad.
Yeah. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
On the next series. Thank you so much for being here, and we will catch up with you all soon.
We'll see you later.
Bye, guys.
Peace.